Test 1, 2. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Leibold Field in Richmond as we bring you sectional football on this Friday night. Great to have you with us on the Farm Bureau Insurance pregame show with Kevin Shear. Nice to have you with us as we get set for a brand new week of football, and this means everybody starts with a clean record, and tonight the Red Devils will take a chance tonight against the Marauders of Mount Vernon here in the opening round of sectional play. Last week, the Red Devils did not finish their season in a positive nature, losing badly 68-7 on the road at Harrison, in a game that they just basically didn't even bother looking at this past week and want to move on to this week. They'll take on Mount Vernon, who comes in at 6-3. The Red Devils coming in at 4-5. Red Devils in this one here tonight, of course, they still have the injury issues, and we'll talk more about that coming up a little bit later. One piece of good news perhaps for tonight is getting back their one-time leading rusher, Juwan Claiborne. Claiborne is on the field right now and is warming up with the first team, and may get the start here tonight for Richmond, as the Red Devils certainly could use him back in their starting lineup. Now, how much he'll play tonight will certainly be, I'm sure, well discussed as we continue throughout the evening tonight, but that's good news for the Red Devils. The bad news is they still suffer on the offensive line. Aaron Thomas, who got hurt last week, will not play tonight. The 6'3", 260-pound senior was going both ways, got hurt last week against Harrison. He will not play tonight. And then, of course, you're looking at Levi Ellis. He is out for tonight's ball game. Jim Gifford is still out of tonight's game as well. And that means the Red Devils will move Gavin Farrar from his linebacker spot. He'll now be on the offensive line for the Red Devils tonight, so Richmond having to do some shifting around in their lineup here this evening. All right, when we come back in just a couple of moments here on the Farm Bureau Insurance pregame show, we will talk with head coach Matt Haliva, get his thoughts about tonight's matchup and, of course, what happened last week. We'll scout this Mount Vernon team in just a few moments. We'll also check out the updated NCC and TEC games going on tonight. Also the latest, in fact, the final coaches poll is out for this week, and we'll also have our IHSAA weekly update coming up here on the pregame show in just a few moments. Stay right there. This is Richmond football on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Getting a lucky break rocks, but no one can be lucky all the time, which is why when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the company that believes great coverage starts with care. A cost-free consultation offered to anyone, Farm Bureau client or not, that allows agents to get to know you better so they can help you prepare better. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
Injured athletes can be evaluated at Reed Orthopedic Center, 1400 Highland Road in Richmond. Request a same-day or next-day appointment to be evaluated by medical professionals who specialize in strains, sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, concussions, and other sports-related orthopedic issues. Call 935-8905. That's 935-8905. Or request an appointment online at reedortho.org. Reed Orthopedic Center, 1400 Highland Road in Richmond.
There's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some friends and come play live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else can you find this kind of variety along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
There are banks that are big, and then there's West End Bank. A bank with big ideas to help people, business, and industry. If you're just starting out on your own and want a new car, West End can help. Maybe it's your first home and you need advice on financing. West End Bank has ideas to help you. West End Bank, helping build better lives and a better community. West End Bank is a community bank with big ideas and home to a distinctive style of banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hi, this is Steve Funkhauser, and I was talking to someone the other day about how friendly and professional the crew at Jiffy Lube is, and they said, "You are always so upbeat. I'm going to call you Mr. Positive." And so now I am Mr. Positive. And I want you to know how proud I am of you and that you are doing a great job today. And hey, do something nice for somebody. Make somebody smile. Smiles are contagious, you know. I want you to have a great day and the horse you rode in on. Jiffy Lube. Fast, friendly, professional. I'm Mr. Positive, and I approve this message.
Once again, Matt Haliva, his thoughts about what to expect tonight. As he said, they had a good week of practice. That could make a huge difference. We'll come back, take a closer look at Mount Vernon, the IHSA weekly update, the NCCTE schedules coming up for tonight's opening round of sectional play. It's all coming up right here on the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Getting a lucky break rocks, but no one can be lucky all the time. Which is why when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the company that believes great coverage starts with care. A cost-free consultation offered to anyone, Farm Bureau client or not, that allows agents to get to know you better so they can help you prepare better. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
Hi, this is Troy Darengowski of Radio Troy Digital Sports. There are plenty of places for me to get lunch or dinner, but there's only one Mancino's. In fact, I was just there for lunch the other day and had a delicious pizza grinder. That's just one of many choices I can get at Mancino's. How about a fresh salad? Several varieties of pasta, Mancino's Lights, or perhaps even an oven-baked spaghetti, or maybe a pepperoni pizza. So when you're looking for a great lunch or dinner, make sure you choose Mancino's, 217 National Road West in Richmond.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly update from the IHSAA Commissioner himself, Bobby Cox. Now for the inside scoop on what's happening day to day with the IHSAA. Here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Bobby Cox.
The Commissioner of the IHSAA, Bobby Cox, joins us. Commissioner, I am excited about the fact that for whatever reason, you and your colleagues have agreed to have Paul Condry and me host your pairing show coming up on Sunday on a great number of these stations. Are you guys, do you have any standards, obviously, in terms of who hosts these shows?
Oh, we have high standards, Robert, and that's why you and Paul are going to broadcast that, and it is an exciting time. This weekend we're going to reveal the pairings for the first round of our football tournament, 321 football playing schools participating.
It's time for Beyond the Uniform, where we shine light on this week's IHSAA Mental Attitude Award winner. This student-athlete has done an exceptional job demonstrating excellence, not just in their sport, but also in their school and their community. Now here's Coach Bob Lovell with this week's IHSAA Mental Attitude Award winner.
In for Bob Lovell, I'm Greg Rakestraw. Joined now by Mental Attitude Award winner for boys tennis, Eric Hollingsworth from Richmond High School. Eric, first of all, congratulations on a wonderful season for both you and your team.
Oh, thank you very much. It means a lot knowing that there were so many other kids put up for this, knowing that I was able to receive it, and I'm thankful for everyone that voted for me to get this award.
Well, again, obviously, and I had this line when interviewing a young man from boys basketball last year, when I say if you win this award, it means you're getting the game of life right, which clearly you are. Outstanding record, undefeated so far this year at 20-0 in terms of singles play, but also undefeated in terms of GPA, 4.0. How do you go about balancing your time on the tennis court and in the classroom?
I would say, a lot of times I have practice right after school. So I will go to practice until about 5:30 and then come home, and a lot of my time is spent either studying or doing homework. I take all the AP and honors classes that I can, so that takes up a lot of my time after school and sometimes on the weekends. So I have to find that perfect balance fit of hitting while at the same time studying and keeping my grades up.
All right, Eric, I know that obviously it was a great season for you, and what's unique about this conversation is that 99% of the time when we talk to a Mental Attitude Award winner, their season has come to an end. Tennis is the one sport where that's not necessarily the case because the individual finals are still going on, and you're playing yet again this weekend. What's your week of practice and training being like getting ready for the state finals at Park Tudor?
It's been a lot. I've been doing a lot of working out, as much as it seems like you should be resting, but I have been working out, running, and all that stuff. And I also go out and hit with my dad every day, just hitting for about an hour and a half, just consistently working on stuff. Because you can't have any breaks with a big thing like this.
Playing in Indianapolis, you played last week. You're playing again this week, and you're probably planning on playing there for the next 4 years. I know you have verbal to play at IUPUI for your college tennis. Why, from an academic and athletic standpoint, was that the right place for you?
Academically wise, I'm looking to go into nursing, and they have a very good nursing program there. Also, I wanted to stay closer to home, which is only about an hour and 15-minute drive from us, so that's very convenient for me. And then also for athletic-wise, I got a pretty good scholarship there, and I'm very excited about it. So that will help me in the future. And also, I'm looking to be able to start right off the bat, which I got to keep working hard and I'm continuing to get better. But I think with a little more hard work, I will be able to start right off the bat.
All right, we've asked you about a lot of individual things so far. Let's now focus on the team concept. This was Richmond's first ever appearance in the boys tennis team state finals. What does doing that in your senior season mean to you?
It means so much to me. The seniors and we've worked so hard over the past 4 years, and also my little brother Ryan, who's come up and helped a bunch, and then also the two freshmen that came in and played one doubles. They did an awesome job, and also Austin Turner, who came in from Terre Haute North. He was a great asset to the team, and I'm really proud of the way we played this year. We knew we had a chance to get to state all year, and we came through with it, and I'm really proud of all the guys.
All right. What's the goal for this weekend? State championship, or what are you setting the bar at for the weekend?
I really think I can win it. Like I said, I got to continue to work hard. I mean, there's a lot of good players in this tournament. A bunch of them I've played before, so I kind of know how they play. But then again, I still have to work hard and come out and play my best.
Hey, Eric, thanks for the time, and congratulations on a wonderful senior season.
All right, thank you very much.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you're born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Hey, we're back once again here on the pregame show. This, again, is the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shearer pregame show. Great to have you with us here in sectional action tonight. The Red Devils and the Marauders of Mount Vernon. Doug Armstrong has taken over this Mount Vernon program, and since he's been there, he's gone 43-22, including a 6-3 record this year. They finished 6-1 in the conference, right behind New Pal, have finished undefeated at 7-0. They've now won 5 straight. They beat Delta 2019, Pendleton 28-9. Newcastle 42-13. A huge win over Shelbyville 28-21, and they won on the road at Yorktown 40-21. So 3 out of their 5 wins have been on the road. They're a very balanced football team. They'll come in averaging 169 yards through the air, 167 yards on the ground. Zach Armstrong, a double threat, a dual threat quarterback, 120 of 187. He is a 64% passer. He's thrown for 1,520 yards, 12 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. His best games, Shelbyville. Get this, 19-24, 287 yards and 4 touchdowns. He had a 328-yard game against Hamilton Heights and almost a 300-yard game against Pendleton. So that shows you that he can throw the football. He can also run the football as well. As we'd mentioned, he has, at least coming into this game, nearly 600 yards on the ground. Eric Jones, he has really come on as a running back here in the last couple of weeks for Mount Vernon. 143 carries, 822 yards, averaging 5.7 yards per carry and 5 touchdowns. His best games, Yorktown, 195 yards and 4 touchdowns, finished with 221 all-purpose yards. He had 151 yards against Newcastle, 101 against Shelbyville, and 154 all-purpose yards against Hamilton Heights. They will have I would call a bevy of receivers to choose from going into this one here tonight. Mitch McCarthy, 27 receptions, 296 yards and a touchdown. Alex Barnett, the second leading receiver, 24 carries, 480 yards, and 4 scores. On defense, keep an eye on Dathan Seifert, 10.3 tackles per game. Mitch McCarthy at 9.8. Charles DeGraff, 9.7 tackles per game. He also has 12 tackles for loss and 8 sacks on the season, and Cole Van Slyke has 3 interceptions. We will check out the schedule of the teams that are playing tonight in conference play and the TEC as we continue right here on the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Getting a lucky break rocks, but no one can be lucky all the time, which is why when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the company that believes great coverage starts with care. A cost-free consultation offered to anyone, Farm Bureau client or not, that allows agents to get to know you better so they can help you prepare better. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
By the way, other games going on tonight involving NCC teams. Logansport will play at Mississinawa. The Berries at 2-7. Mississinawa 9-0 on the year. Marion home tonight. They'll take on Fort Wayne Dwenger. The Giants at 5-4. Dwenger at 6-3. Northeastern playing Indianapolis Howe tonight. Winchester takes on Madison Grant. Milan is at Union County. Eastern Hancock is at Centerville. Shenandoah is at Union City this evening. Indiana Deaf is at Tri. Lincoln taking on Indianapolis Lutheran. Hagerstown playing Shortridge tonight. Also, Connorsville will take on Pendleton Heights. And Franklin County, they're home against South Dearborn. Latest coaches, in fact, the final coaches poll came out this week. Warren Central, number 1 in 6A, followed by Penn, Center Grove, Ben Davis, and Brownsburg. In 5A, it's Snyder, New Powell, Bloomington South, Westfield, and Columbus East. In 4A, it's Roncalli, your number 1 team, followed by Northwood, New Haven, Wrights, and Evansville Central. Gibson Southern is number 1 in 3A, followed by Mishawaka Marion, West Lafayette, Concordia, and Guerin Catholic. In 2A, Woodland, number 1 again this week, followed by Eastbrook, Whiting, Cecina, and Evansville Mater Dei. And in Single A, it's Lafayette Central Catholic, Linton Stockton, Pioneer, West Washington, and Monroe Central. That's going to do it for the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show. We will come back. The kickoff is right around the corner. This is sectional football right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Are you looking for a quality used car you can trust to take you where you want to go? Stop at Tony's Car Sales at 250 National Road West. Tony's has a top-of-the-line selection of low-mileage, one-owner cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs, all handpicked by Mike and Adrian Parker. Tony's is family-owned with 3 generations and 60 years of experience. Check out their selection at Tony'sCarSales.com or at 250 National Road West. Tony's Car Sales, where honesty, quality, and price sell cars. Did you know Richmond Schools offers an instrumental music program in grades 5 through 12? Did you know Richmond Schools offer classes in Chinese, French, and Spanish? And did you know Richmond offers a full slate of intermediate school athletic programs such as golf, swimming, volleyball, football, basketball, and baseball? Richmond Community Schools. We are your choice for a quality education. Go to wearerichmond.com.
Hey, this is Steve, and out at Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
All the amenities you want and the convenience you need. Your next apartment is waiting for you at Chester Heights Apartments in Richmond. Chester Heights Apartments come with 1, 2, or 3 bedrooms with central air, inside laundry, swimming pool, and a new regulation-sized volleyball court. Chester Heights also offers convenient access to IU East, Reed Hospital, shopping, restaurants, and more. Call today for specials. Chester Heights Apartments on Chester Boulevard in Richmond, a proud supporter of all Richmond High School athletics.
We'd like you to know why public power is important to you. In small towns and cities across America, locally owned public power systems like ours represent local people working together to meet local needs. Our only purpose is to provide an essential service at the lowest possible cost. This makes a big difference in rates and service, and all the benefits we produce at home stay at home. Richmond Power and Light, your locally owned electric utility. Together, we make powerful partners. Final meetings for both these teams as the Red Devils will have the football first here tonight as the Marauders have deferred to the second half, and so Richmond will have the football here in the opening round of this sectional tournament to start this one. The referee tonight, Terry Adams. The umpire is Dell Asher. The line judge is Justin Holman. The linesman is Austin Alty, and the back judge tonight is Josh Foster. Those are your officials for tonight's game. The Red Devils will have the 2 deep that we have seen over the last several weeks. Thomas Stanley is deep. Ron Sanders is deep, as we mentioned. Juwan Claiborne was warming up earlier for the Red Devils, the leading ball carrier for Richmond before he got hurt very early in the season, and he has been out since with that shoulder injury. So we will see if he will play tonight. I see him standing on the sidelines, and he went out with the captains tonight as well. Ball teed up at the 40, and we're ready to get this one underway here from Leibold Field. Great to have you with us on a cool evening as Richmond trying to advance after that disappointing game last year in which they lost on the road at Newcastle 21-20 in the opening round. Trevor Bond will tee things up, and we're ready to get this one underway in a line drive kick. It'll be Sanders at about the 10, the 15, across the 20-25 as he looks for an opening and will get out near the 30-yard line. And that's where the Red Devils will have it first down and 10. Well, now Claiborne was warming up with the first unit. He is not out there right at the moment. So Richmond will go with Ron Sanders as their tailback that they've gone with over the last several weeks. Thomas Stanley again at one of the wideouts, and at the fullback spot will be Devontae Redmond. So Redmond gets the start. Richmond will go with 2 receivers to the near side. One of those will be Deshaun Jones, and the other will be Thomas Stanley. They'll go empty right side, and the tight end will line up on the right as well. Handoff will go to Sanders. Sanders on the run. Will get very close to the 35-yard line. So gain of 5 by Ron Sanders, and it'll be second down and 5. Up front, Davis, Hall, Pierce, Gavin Farrar starting as one of the offensive linemen. Jacob Jones also getting the start. So Farrar, who had been a lineman a little bit last year but was a starting linebacker, will now start on the offensive line because of the injury this past week to Aaron Thomas. I formation once again. Under center, the handoff. It'll be Sanders around the left side, 40, 50, and let's see where he stepped out of bounds. Let's see he went out of bounds at about the 44-yard line, but good enough for a Red Devil first down. Defensively today for the Marauders, Freeman, Nelson, and Burren up front. Those are the 3 down linemen. They'll go sometimes with a 3-5, and many other times we'll see them go to a 4-man front. Van Slyke, McCarthy,
Seifert and DeGraff, your 4 linebackers, and their linebacking core is very, very good. First down for the Red Devils, and this time the option in the pitch, and Sanders around the left side will be knocked out of bounds on the near side, and they'll see one out of bounds very close to the 48-yard line. That'll be a gain of about 3, so we'll call it second down and 7. Leading the way for this defense for Mount Vernon, you look at Seifert, their inside linebacker, averaging 10.3 tackles per game. Charles DeGraff at 9.7 tackles per game, 8 sacks, and he also has 12 tackles for loss, so keep an eye on DeGraff, number 24. Red Devils will look to throw, and this will be caught out in the flat, and for the Red Devils, it'll be Deshaun Jones on the reception, and it should be good enough for another first down as he drives his way to the 42-yard line of Mount Vernon. So no penalty flags down as Richmond will now see Juwan Claiborne come in. Ron Sanders will come to the bench, so the Red Devils will see the first action of Juwan Claiborne since about week number 3 of this football season. Stanley to the near side. Deshaun will go to the right, and Richmond will use as the H-back their fullback, as the handoff will be pitched here, I should say, to Juwan Claiborne, and nowhere to go, and Claiborne is going to lose a yard or two, depending on the spot of the football, and so Claiborne's first carry, not a positive one, and I was watching Redmond blocking on the near side, and if they're going to make some yardage with him as a H-back, he's going to have to get out there and block, so he's coming out of the ball game, and here comes Bryce Brown in for Richmond. Brown is 6 foot, 190 pounds. Deshaun Jones will split wide to the right along with Thomas Stanley. I formation, Brown will be the fullback. And again, Claiborne, the tailback. Second down and 10. Claiborne bouncing to the outside. He's at the 35, and a flag is down. Claiborne getting inside the 35-yard line, but now 2 flags are on the turf, and looks like that's going to be a hold against Richmond. There you see the officials and the flags that have come down. In fact, 3 different flags laying out there at the moment. So Richmond will be backed up by the holding penalty. Richmond last week, as again we'd mentioned before, they got off to a terrible start, and then things snowballed in that second quarter in which they gave up 34 points to Harrison. Claiborne is out. Sanders back in. Of course, for Claiborne, you have to wonder about his conditioning and how much work he got in this week. Red Devils work with now 4 wide. Bain looking to roll to his left, and as he continues to look downfield, he fires there. Stanley, and then knocked down at the last moment. Getting a hand on that one will be Damari Gatewood, and Gatewood able to knock it down, and Thomas Stanley was behind Gatewood by a step or so, but the ball a little bit underthrown by Alston Bain. And now the Red Devils faced with a third down and 19 as the football will stay at the 49-yard line. Well, the Red Devils really like to take Alston Bain and roll him out, and that certainly helps that offensive line that continues to be banged up with the loss of Aaron Thomas last week. And this gives Alston a chance to throw a little bit more. Here's Bain now to throw again. Throws down the middle of the field, and this time, and unable to come up with it, Thomas Stanley, as it falls incomplete, and the Red Devils testing that Mount Vernon defense early here in the first quarter. And once again, Gatewood is back there. And also deep for the Marauders is Mitch McCarthy. And now the Red Devils with a 4th down and 19, so what started to be a positive drive will now stall, and we'll see the Marauders get the football back as Richmond will punt it away. Deloney will stand at his own 35-yard line. Deloney had one blocked last week, as this is a short kick, and will take a Mount Vernon roll. They'll get away from it, and the Red Devils will down that very close to the 21, possibly 22-yard line, and we'll see the Marauders take over. We mentioned Zach Montgomery
1,520 passing yards coming in, 12 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. He's also run for 583 yards and 6 scores. And Eric Jones in the backfield, 822 yards and also 19 receptions. So those two are the two to watch for here tonight. Handoff. It'll be Jones running it up the middle, and Jones will get close to the 24-yard line. 9:22 remaining here in the opening period. Still no score. This will be Mount Vernon's first opportunity to carry the football, or at least get the football here tonight offensively. Again, this is a team that will run for 167. They pass for 169. So a very balanced attack coming to this one here tonight. Montgomery out of the shotgun. Now will roll to his right, throws in the air. This one's up for grabs, and it'll be caught. Thomas Stanley was there, and I think it was dropped at the last minute as Damari Gatewood couldn't hold on. So the Red Devils able to come back and knock that one down. And for Mount Vernon, it'll be 3rd down and 7. So now both teams working deep here tonight. And want to mention, too, that Brandon Hughes, Ron Sanders, Deshaun Jones, all getting a chance to play in that defensive backfield. Alston Bain is now starting as a defensive back tonight as well. Trips to the near side. Montgomery rolling to his right. Here comes the pressure, gets rid of it, and this is going to be close to being intercepted, or was it? It was Sanders, I believe, on the interception for the Red Devils. So Richmond football, the interception by Montgomery, that'll be his 7th interception on the season. And there was a lot of pressure coming, and he threw it. And for Ron Sanders, an interception, and the Red Devils take over the football at the 37-yard line. So there's your first big mistake of the football game here tonight. Now let's see what the Red Devils can do with it. I formation once again. Deshaun Jones to the right. Handoff will be Sanders up the middle. Sanders bowls his way down to about the 32-yard line. Back in the lineup, Devontae Redmond is the fullback. Mentioned before when we've had, in fact, our pregame last week talking about the Red Devils calling plays in. They found they could make more adjustments instead of using signals from the sidelines. And so that's why you see Alston Bain so many times go to the sideline to get the play. Handoff Claiborne. Claiborne to the outside. Claiborne, nice run as he pops to the sideline, and he'll finally be brought down very close to the 21-yard line. And the Red Devils able to run the football again here in their second possession. Richmond punted the football 10 times last week against Harrison. They were unable to run the football. They couldn't throw the football. And in fact, the offense might have been the worst we had seen all season long, but so far tonight, able to run against this Mount Vernon defense. First down, football at the 21-yard line. I formation. Claiborne stays in. Claiborne will get the call. Claiborne to the left, and he'll get to the 20 and be brought down after a gain of a yard. 2nd down and 9. Well, they're going to certainly pace him tonight. I would imagine you'll see him carry a couple, bring him out, because I'm not sure, again, how much he practiced this week. The coach had mentioned they had a very positive practice. Sanders back in. Brown will be the fullback. Deshaun Jones to the right. Thomas Stanley split wide left. And here's the handoff again up the middle. Sanders bowls his way inside the 15, very close to the 13-yard line. And right now, Richmond just pounding the football right at this Mount Vernon defense. There you see again the quarterback, Alston Bain. He'll send Deshaun Jones to the right. The tight end, Ferguson, lined up to the right. They'll stay in the I formation. Thomas Stanley split wide left. Handoff again. It'll be Sanders. Sanders will get inside the 10 to about the 9-yard line. That offensive line opening up some holes up front.
Jones, Davis, and Hall, along with Pierce, the center, the normal players that are in there. And, of course, then Gavin Farrar, now wearing number 54 for Richmond, moving from linebacker. He is now at left guard. Again, Red Devils I formation. Put the football again at the 9-yard line. First and goal at the 9. Bain rolling out, has a man. Ball caught by the fullback. That is going to be Brown, and he'll be brought down very close to the 5-yard line. See where they'll officially spot it. They put it right at the 5-yard line. So it'll be second down and goal from the 5 now for Richmond. Trying to get on the board first. 5:59 to go here in the opening period of play. They will keep Redmond. In fact, Redmond in now is the fullback. And this time they'll take the tight end, Ferguson, on the left. I formation. Alston Bain under center. Bain will hand it off. Here is Sanders trying to cut up against the grain, and he might get back to the line of scrimmage. And I'm not so sure that the game clock is working properly right at the moment. It is stuck at 5 minutes and 53 seconds. And I know they're keeping the clock down on the field, but it is now moving, but it's stalled there for a few seconds. And in fact, the down's not even working, so it's actually third down and goal. Football still at the 5-yard line. In fact, the length of the football just across the 5. So they'll have some work to do on the scoreboard here tonight. Redmond in at fullback. In fact, the Red Devils will go with their tight T formation, 2 tight ends. And now Bain under center. He'll pitch it to Sanders. Sanders trying to get to the outside, brought down at a big loss. Back to about the 10 or 11-yard line as the Marauder defense coming up big. That was 24, Charles DeGraff. We'd mentioned DeGraff earlier. 8 sacks, 12 tackles for loss, make it 13. And now the Red Devils faced with a 4th down. Trayshawn Jones will come in. Also coming into the lineup for the Red Devils, Deshaun Jones. And Richmond's going to have it 4th down and goal now from the 10-yard line. See who else has come in. Thomas Stanley in. And Richmond will have to hurry. 2 seconds on the play clock, and I don't think they got it off. Richmond will be penalized right there for a delay of game, or unless they got a timeout. They did get a timeout, so take the flag away. It didn't appear they were going to get off, so Richmond has to burn a timeout. Clock says 4:50 remaining in the opening period of play. On your Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, we're scoreless here from Richmond.
It takes a lot of pieces working together to run a successful business in today's world. One big piece is your connectivity, powered by your internet. For local businesses in Richmond, you have options for who provides your internet. When deciding who to go with, you need to look at Parallax Systems, fiber optic packaging for your benefit. Speed, reliability, and local service, you get it all with Parallax Systems, a division of RP&L. Visit online at parallax.ws or call 962-3770.
Back once again here at Leibold Field in Richmond as the Red Devils will now have it 4th down and goal from their own 10-yard line. This is their second possession. They had a nice drive going in their first possession, ended up punting after a penalty, and this time the play clock nearly running out before they had to get a timeout. So the Red Devils work out of the shotgun. Clock says 3:45 remaining here in the opening period of play. Still no score. Bain again out of the shotgun formation. He has Sanders in the backfield. Bain throwing over the middle, and it is incomplete. And no flags are down, and the Red Devils miss an opportunity. They got the football inside the 5-yard line, and then, of course, had the one play made by Charles DeGraff, the linebacker, to throw Ron Sanders for the loss, and the Red Devils will give up the football after having it 1st and goal inside the 10-yard line. So Richmond, their second possession, and they come up with nothing. So now the Marauders take over at the 10-yard line. Montgomery, a wobble pass. It'll be caught. Thomas Stanley is there, but still gaining yardage and getting out of bounds on the far sideline. That reception by Mitch McCarthy. McCarthy coming in with 27 receptions, 296 yards. Boy, that wasn't a very well-thrown ball by Montgomery. That thing wobbled out there. And another dangerous pass by Zach Montgomery. Gain of a couple on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Montgomery once again. He will keep the football. Gets away from one defender, rolling to the near side. Montgomery looking for some running room, and he's going to be close as he's knocked out of bounds on the near side, close to a 1st down. We'd mentioned Montgomery coming in with almost 600 yards on the ground rushing, and they will say it is a 1st down for the Marauders. And somehow Montgomery able to get away from pressure. And that does show you how dangerous he is. 3 minutes remaining here in the opening period of play. This time the Marauders go trips to the left. Montgomery again out of the shotgun. He'll pitch, and this will be Jones. And Jones, not a whole lot there. He may get about 3 yards on the carry. There defensively for the Red Devils, Sean Ferguson. And so now the Marauders will have it at the 25-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and let's call it 6. Near side is Damari Gatewood. 4 wide now for the Marauders here on 2nd down. Jones the lone setback. Montgomery again will hand it off, and Jones on the carry right up the middle, and boy, he's going to get a couple of extra yards. He got a nice push from his offensive line. Wirtz from behind giving that extra push. Boy, and again coming off the bottom of the pile, Sean Ferguson there for the Red Devils. And that'll be another Marauder 1st down. Boy, I thought they had him stopped for perhaps no gain or even a loss. That offensive line getting behind Eric Jones. And they get a 1st down. Football at the 32 as we're seeing 2 teams here trying to battle this out early. Ball thrown out in the flat. Caught. 40, 45, 50. Richmond territory, and finally driven out of bounds on the far side. And on the reception, that's Mitch McCarthy once again. McCarthy making a nice catch and a run. And your biggest play of the ball game so far, other than the miscue on the interception by Zach Montgomery earlier. But boy, McCarthy found that opening up the left sideline, and the Marauders have it 1st down and 10 at the Richmond 34-yard line. Again, the Marauders go 4 wide, trips to the right, and they'll run the football again. That's going to be Jones up the middle inside the 30 down to about the 29. What they feel right now, they're spreading this thing 4 wide as they feel that their guys up front are better than Richmond's, and that they can run with Eric Jones. It takes a lot of defenders away when you go 4 wide. 2nd down and 5. Once again, we'll see Alex Barnett to the left and then 3 receivers to the right. Montgomery rolling, looking. Here comes pressure. And Montgomery will keep it himself up the sideline at the 10. Cuts upfield, and there is a football down. And let's see if that's going to be a fumble. And the Red Devils say they have it, and they do. Another big mistake by Zach Montgomery. This time he had a clear zone up the sideline, decided to cut against the grain, fumbled it, and the Marauders will turn it over for the 2nd time, and Richmond will get the football at the 5-yard line. A case there where Montgomery trying to make too many things happen. And so Richmond catches a break. The 2nd turnover here in the 1st quarter now by the Marauders. 1:09 remaining here in the opening period of play. Now Richmond will have a full house backfield, that tight T. They're going to try to get some room here. 1st down, and that'll be a keeper by Alston Bain. And, boy, huge scrum of bodies right there, and he may get a couple of yards, maybe 3. Just trying to get some breathing room right here for the Red Devils. Well, we've seen Richmond now with 2 possessions, got the 2nd possession inside the 10, had a chance to score. They come up empty, and now the Marauders getting it down to the 5, fumble the football. 2 turnovers here now in the opening period of play now for Mount Vernon. Redmond coming out. Bryce Brown coming back in as the fullback. The tight end Ferguson to the left. I formation. Clock down to its final 23 seconds in the opening period. Handoff, and this will be Sanders. Sanders will get close to the 12, and that's probably going to do it for the opening period of play. 3rd down now for Richmond, and again, that's going to do it for the opening quarter. And so far, both teams have had opportunities, and Mount Vernon has made 2 early mistakes, and at the end of one, on your Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, no score. This is Richmond football on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Did you know Richmond High School offers 15 advanced placement courses through a partnership with the University of Notre Dame? Did you know Richmond High School had the first high school orchestra in the United States? And did you know Richmond High School is home to a national championship team in the Business Professionals of America? Richmond Community Schools. We are your choice for a quality education. Go to wearerichmond.com.
Maybe you knew that Indiana University East has world-renowned professors and 50 highly respected IU degree programs. Still, there's someone you should meet. He's a red wolf. He's Rufus, our mascot. He's here for our intercollegiate sports, dozens of student clubs, and to make sure things aren't too, well, tame. Check us out at iue.edu or drop by. But be careful. No leash. IU. Focused on you.
Well, it'll be 3rd down and 3 as we are now ready for our second 12 minutes of action here at Leibold Field. Thanks for being with us as, again, the Red Devils, 2 possessions. First one ended in a punt. The second one they got inside the 10-yard line. In fact, even got it inside the 5. Ended up not scoring. Mount Vernon, they've thrown an interception. They've had a fumble. That was Montgomery who fumbled it at the 5-yard line, and so now the Red Devils will have it. 3rd down and 3 at their own 12-yard line. Red Devils will have Sanders in as the tailback, Bryce Brown the fullback, and again a big 3rd down play here for Richmond. Bain under center. Bain will turn, give it off to Sanders. Sanders, and I'm not sure he's going to get there. It's going to be close depending on where they spot the football. Far side official has him a little bit shy of the 15-yard line. And so it will be 4th down. I think the Red Devils may go ahead and go for it right here. Well, let's wait and see. Yeah, I think they're going to go ahead and go for it. Well, no, here comes Deloney. I was waiting to see if Deloney was coming out. They finally sent him out, but Richmond couldn't gamble right here, so their 3rd possession, even after the turnover, Richmond unable to do anything with it offensively. So now let's see if Deloney will go ahead and punt this one away. See, perhaps inside his own 5-yard line. He takes a look, puts a leg into this one. Not a bad kick by Deloney. And the return from the 46-yard line. At the 40, 35, and then driven out of bounds on the return. That's Mitch McCarthy. We saw McCarthy make that nice catch and run in the first quarter. So Mount Vernon is going to have excellent field position. We're going to put it at the 34-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and 10. Richmond, again, you count the possessions they had last week. They only scored 1 time, and now 3 here tonight. The offense continues to sputter. Here's Jones. Jones over the right side, inside the 30, down to very close to the 33-yard line, as he'll be brought down by Colton Davis. And they'll say he's down at the 29-yard line. Gain of 5. Again, period number 2. We're still 10:37 remaining. Winner of this will, if the Red Devils win, will get a chance to play at home again next week. Montgomery, an interception and a fumble tonight. Now looks to throw. Quick hitter. Ball caught inside the 15, the 10, the 5, touchdown. The quick hitter, and on the score, that was Alex Barnett. And Barnett getting the Marauders on the board first, and Richmond falling behind in this one, 6-0. Boy, that little quick hitter to the inside, and Barnett found a little seam up that left hash and ended up scoring. And here is Bonded now for the extra point. And the extra point is going to be no good as that one a line drive kick, and we'll see if that plays into this one here tonight. But on your Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Mount Vernon gets on the board first, and they lead this one 6-0.
Summit Computers in Richmond is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware, service, support, and design services. They also provide web hosting, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and much, much more. Summit Computers, the official provider of RadioTroy.com.
Well, back once again here at Leibold Field as the Red Devils will get the football back for the fourth time tonight. So Mount Vernon gets on the board first. The touchdown pass to Alex Barnett. And Bond will tee things up at the 40-yard line. Sanders will be deep. Thomas Stanley is deep. And I know it's early. We got a lot of football to be played, but you have to wonder, the Red Devils had the opportunity to get into the end zone early. The loss on the play by Ron Sanders, who was brought down by Charles DeGraff, put him back at the 10-yard line. Richmond came out with nothing. And so Richmond has had the football 3 times, and after the fumble at the 5-yard line, got it back, still couldn't do anything with it, and that gave Mount Vernon pretty good field position, and they go on and score the first points of the ball game. Line drive kick to the far side. Inside the 10, that'll be Thomas Stanley. Fakes the reverse. Stanley going the wrong way. And Stanley loses the football, and it comes loose. Did Mount Vernon get it? Stanley is in the end zone, but they'll say he's down at about the 1-foot line. Boy, and Richmond may have caught a break right there. We saw Richmond last week try that fake reverse a couple of times and really got nothing out of it. Boy, you couldn't have worse field position than this right here. That football is barely out of the end zone. So now the Red Devils will have to find something to give them more breathing room right here. 10:09 to go here in period number 2. And we'll have to officially put it at the 1-yard line. I formation, Bain under center. Bain will take the snap, hands it off, and Sanders, and he's going to give him some breathing room out to about the 5, maybe 6-yard line. So Ron Sanders able to give Richmond just a little bit of room to work with now. Second down, and we'll call it 6 or 5. Call it second down and about 5. We'll put the football just across the 5, so really a gain of about 4 yards on the play. Boy, one player we haven't heard a lot about over the last game or so is Deshaun Jones. He'll be split wide to the left. Thomas Stanley to the left as well. So they'll go empty on the right side. Split backfield. And Bain again out of the shotgun. Bain looks to throw. It'll be caught. And on the reception, that is Deshaun Jones. And should be a Red Devil first down at about the 15-yard line. We just mentioned Deshaun. And they finally get him the football. And the Red Devils get a first down. Coming up on the 9-minute mark here in the opening period, Redmond coming out of the Red Devil lineup. And again, Alston Bain coming from the sidelines with the play. And now they'll bring Ferguson to the near side, Deshaun Jones to the near side. The H-back this time will be Thomas Stanley. Sanders in the backfield, and there's movement. So that'll be against the Red Devils. I'm not sure who jumped. Looked like it might have been Colton Davis on the near side or Shea Hall. So Richmond will move back 5 yards. We'll put it at nose of the football right at the 10-yard line. Right now, a struggle by both of these offenses here, and this first half of play, but the Marauders get on the board first, 6-0. Bain almost fumbled the football, throws near sideline, and ball's going to be caught. There's Deshaun Jones making the reception, and they'll bring him down at about the 43-yard line. Well, we just mentioned Deshaun, and Red Devils have gone to him 2 pass plays right here, and Richmond started this drive at their own 1-yard line. Actually, the 1-foot line, to be more accurate, and now they have it at the 43. 8:28 remaining. Trayshawn Jones in the ball game now for the Red Devils. He'll be joined by Ferguson on the left side. Richmond goes 4 wide, and that'll be Thomas Stanley in motion. Handoff. It'll be Ron Sanders. Sanders bowling his way very close to the 48-yard line. Leading the block on that side, Jacob Jones. We mentioned Gavin Farrar on that offensive line now for the Red Devils. Farrar, by the way, only goes about, well, they list him at 200 pounds. And that might be a nice gift to list him at 200 pounds. Red Devils this time go trips to the left. Hash mark to the right. Bain again out of the shotgun. Bain, quick hitter. This will be Thomas Stanley. Stanley gets the block on the outside by Ferguson and then brought down. They'll see where they'll say he went down at about the 49-yard line. On the tackle, Mitch McCarthy there for the Marauders. So now the Red Devils with a 3rd down and 2. Wind is starting to pick up a little bit more, and a cool night here in Richmond as the Red Devils try to advance to next week. Of course, they look back at what happened last year in that opening round. They were heavily favored against Newcastle and ended up getting beat 21-20. That'll be Thomas Stanley in motion. Stanley nearly fumbled it, and he will not get the first down. May get back to the line of scrimmage, and the handoff was not as clean as they had hoped. Here is Claiborne coming in. Richmond going to go with their power offense right here on 4th down. As we will see Redmond come in, Brown coming in, Claiborne coming in. So Richmond will go for it right here. Again, they'll have to get, well, about a yard. So it's going to be 4th down and 1 for Richmond. 2 tight ends. Marauders will load him up in the box as well, anticipating the run, and it's going to be, I don't think he got there. The outside official spotted him short, and Richmond on 4th down didn't get it. It was Ron Sanders on the carry, and the way he spotted it, he got back to the line of scrimmage, and Richmond did not get the first down. So tonight, the Red Devils, even on a 4th down and 1, can't get a first down. Even with their power offense in, and the Marauders loaded everyone up in the box, and they stopped the Red Devils short. And again, it'll be at the 48-yard line, so another opportunity for Richmond here in the first half. We're coming up on 6 minutes remaining. Marauders with 2 turnovers here in the first half, but still able to lead this one 6-0. The officials now, Richmond will see Jacob Jones come out of their lineup. I don't know if he's banged up or not, but they're bringing him to the sidelines. That would be more bad news for Richmond. I don't think they have any of their linemen left. They got some freshmen on the roster this week, but they're not even close to being ready. Here's a handoff and a nice big hole inside the 45 down to the 44 for Eric Jones. Jones needs 178 yards to reach the 1,000-yard mark tonight. So now it'll be 2nd down and about 3 as the Marauders will go trips to the left, single receiver to the right. That will be Gatewood, the lone receiver to the right side. Now Jones will switch to the right of Armstrong. Handoff Jones. And they'll go jet sweep to the left, and the Red Devils miss a tackle right there. It's coming up for Richmond to try to make the stop. was Dan Jarrell, who's come back into the Richmond lineup after being absent the last couple of weeks, and he comes off the field limping. And now it's going to be third down. Nose of the football right at the 45-yard line. So now big third down here for Mount Vernon. 5:08 remaining. Trips to the right. Jones in the backfield along with Montgomery. Montgomery will look to roll. Has time to throw. Ball caught. And a first down after the Red Devils miss again. And on the reception, Mitch McCarthy. And McCarthy's been a Red Devil killer here tonight as he gets the first down. And I'm not sure who missed the tackle. Someone shot up there and almost got Montgomery for at least no gain. So it'll be a first down, football at the Red Devil 38-yard line. This time the Marauders will go trips to the right. That's the short side as they'll work it off the hash mark to the right. Single receiver to the left. And the handoff, it'll be Jones. Jones back up the middle. Finds a big hole. Runs over a defender. Still in his feet inside the 20. Down to about the 16-yard line. Boy, the Red Devils unable to stop Jones. They had him at least again. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And someone missed a tackle up front. And now the Marauders able to run the football and get another first down. Back in the lineup will be Jacob Jones. And coming out of Richmond's lineup, that'll be Shea Hall coming out for the Red Devils. First down, football at the 16-yard line. Montgomery rolling to his right. He'll find the edge and get out of bounds. And they will say he went out of bounds very close to the 10-yard line. So now it'll be second down. Stops the clock at 4 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. And the nose of the football right at the 10-yard line. Boy, Richmond looked back at that fourth down and wonder if maybe they shouldn't have played field position football and went ahead and punted it. And the Marauders got the big stop. Boy, high snap fumbled by Montgomery, able to pick it up, and he's going to get something positive if it's only a yard, but let's wait and see. He got to the 9-yard line, and that was very close to being perhaps another turnover for Mount Vernon. They've gotten now 2 turnovers here in the first half, an interception and a fumble. Both by Montgomery, and he almost dropped that one. 4:15 remaining. And now third down. The Marauders can get a first down on this possession. Montgomery, by the way, had a glove on that non-passing hand earlier. And here's the handoff, Jones. And Jones being pushed ahead, and he's going to get some assistance. And I think he ended up getting the first down thanks to those offensive linemen pushing from behind. Coming in there and helping to make the stop for the Red Devils, Colton Davis coming off the bottom of that pile. There were all kinds of Red Devils there, but they may have stopped him up until that extra push. And so now first and goal for Mount Vernon. It's right at the 7-yard line. So now another opportunity as we saw the Red Devils almost in this exact same position earlier. Got it down to the 4, came away with nothing. Montgomery again out of the shotgun. Jones to his right. Montgomery rolling, throwing to the end zone, and it's incomplete. Looked like he had Van Slyke there. Was that Van Slyke? I know the one player who was on the back side of that end zone. That was number 8, Damari Gatewood. It looks like that may have been number 19, Alex Barnett. We saw Barnett earlier. But again, it falls incomplete. Second down and 7. Trips to the right. Hash mark left. Single receiver to the left. And Jones in the backfield. Montgomery will pitch it. It'll be Jones on the pitch. Gets to the end zone. And he got in for the score. Jones on the pitch. And another 6 on the board for Mount Vernon. And the Red Devils now trail this one 12-0. So now the Red Devils probably will see the Marauders go for 2 right here. They missed the extra point earlier. And we look at Montgomery. He is coming back to the huddle now for Mount Vernon, and they will go for two. They'll go trips again to the right. Eric Jones in the backfield again for Mount Vernon. Montgomery will fake the handoff. Montgomery, he breaks a tackle there, and he will come up short, so they miss their second opportunity. But the Red Devils trail this one 12-0 on your Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard.
You've got too much stuff in your house or in your business and nowhere to put it all. What do? Here's the answer. Quaker City Storage in Richmond. Quaker City Storage offers various size units for either short-term or long-term storage. You'll get the best rates in town, and you always have 24-hour lighted access to your stuff. Quaker City Storage on Industrial Parkway next to A House Tool. Quaker City Storage is a proud supporter of all Richmond High School athletics.
The last time I was in for service at Best One, I let Roger know my brakes were squeaking. So they checked them out, and Roger told me it was just a little moisture. Not to worry, everything was fine. Well, that was just the reassurance I needed. I trust the team at Best One, just like I trust my own dad.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark. At Best One Tire and Service, we only fix what needs to be fixed. When your car or truck leaves our shop, the service you request will be done right. I guarantee it.
Best One Tire and Service, North 7th and A, Uptown Richmond.
3:38 remaining before halftime. Mount Vernon on top of this one, 12-0. Jawan Claiborne now deep for the Red Devils along with Ron Sanders. So Claiborne, who has gotten a couple of carries in the first half, now on the return team. But Mount Vernon will just kick this one short. It'll be knocked down, and Richmond will have pretty good field position, but no return. There to recover it was Parker for the Red Devils. But, boy, they were not going to give Claiborne or Ron Sanders a chance to return and get anything big here before halftime. So now Richmond's offense continuing to struggle after Harrison shut them down for 7 last week. So far, the Red Devils have been unable to scratch so far here in the first half. Not that they haven't had a chance. They had that football inside the 5-yard line and came up empty. Bain will have Claiborne in the backfield. Bain, here comes pressure, and Bain's going to go down. Nowhere to go this time. First one to get to him was 44. Logan Scroggum there for the Marauders back to the 25-yard line. So now it'll be 2nd down and 17. Good coverage for Mount Vernon. Again, the Red Devils will go with 4 wide. And once again, it'll be Claiborne in the backfield and out of the shotgun. Here's Deshaun Jones making the catch, breaks the tackle, gets very close to the 39-yard line. Still plenty of time in the clock. Red Devils with 2 timeouts remaining here in the first half. And we're down to 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Mount Vernon will get the football to start the second half. So, again, this is a pretty big possession. Richmond needs to get something on the board, hopefully before we go into the locker room. 4 wide again, hash mark to the right. And, again, the low snap picked up by Bain. Ball caught by Stanley. Stanley trying to get to the outside again, and he's going to get the first down. But Thomas went back a yard or two, but still gets it out to about the 44. Mentioned Claiborne has been in on this series. Claiborne will stay in. This time Deshaun Jones and Thomas Stanley to the near side. Trayshawn Jones wide to the opposite side, and we have a flag down. This might be on Richmond again, and it will be a false start. Well, the Red Devils have had a couple of penalties tonight right when they start to get the drive going, and it stalls them. 1:50 remaining, and we'll put the football, looks like they're going to put it right at about the 39-yard line. So now to the near side, it'll be Stanley and Deshaun Jones. Trayshawn Jones split wide to the left. Get a different football as they were using apparently a Mount Vernon football, so they'll get a Richmond football out there. So here we go after the penalty. Again out of the shotgun for Alston Bain. Bain looking to his right. Here comes the defense, and low throw as Bain takes a shot right when he got rid of the football, and it was Charles DeGraff coming up to lay a stick that time on Bain. By the way, DeGraff they list him at 6 foot, 190 pounds. Boy, he's pretty quick. We talked about his numbers earlier, averaging nearly 10 tackles per game. He has 8 sacks coming in. He has a tackle for loss tonight. That makes 13 on the season. And now the Red Devils faced with a 2nd down and 15, 1:44 to go before halftime. Here's Bain, the option, and the pitch to Claiborne. Claiborne goes nowhere, and big loss again for the Red Devils, and they can't find any way to run the football with Juwan Claiborne. Making the stop was Cole Van Slyke. So now the Red Devils faced with a 3rd down and 18. Football placed at the 36-yard line. .105 remaining. Claiborne in the backfield. Bain takes the snap, steps up, throws over the middle. Ball's going to be caught by Ferguson, the tight end. Breaks a couple of tackles and then driven out of bounds on the near side. 1st down, Richmond. .52.4 seconds remaining. So now the Red Devils have it 1st down and 10, football at the 38-yard line. Red Devils go 3 wide this time. Claiborne in the backfield. Bain throws down the middle. Ball caught by Deshaun Jones. Brought down at the 19-yard line. So Jones, well, they're officially going to put it at the 18. 46.8 seconds remaining. Richmond able to drive the football and still have 20 seconds to go on the play clock. 40 seconds on the game clock. And the Red Devils will go 3 wide this time. Bain again to throw. Dumps it off. It'll be Claiborne. Claiborne, boy, you can just tell he doesn't have the hops that he had before the injury, and he just is unable to get anything going, and he'll be brought down. That'll be a loss, and we'll put it back to the 21-yard line, and we've got a timeout on the field. 30 seconds remaining on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, and the Red Devils trail this one 12-0.
At Richmond Power and Light, we're committed to Richmond. We've been a part of this community for over 114 years. We're not part of some big energy conglomerate, and we don't answer to out-of-town stockholders. Instead, we are accountable to you. And just like you, we want what's best for our hometown. That means you can count on us to provide reliable electricity at low rates. We are Richmond Power and Light, your hometown electric utility, building Richmond a better tomorrow.
So 30 seconds remaining here in the first half. Red Devils will have the football, though, again after the loss of yardage back to the 21. It'll be 2nd down and 14. See, the Red Devils have come out. Mount Vernon went back to the huddle. So now the Red Devils have trips to the left, single receiver to the near side. Let's see, that'll be single coverage. Keep an eye on Deshaun Jones here to the near side. Brown in the backfield. Bain is looking toward Jones, throws to the end zone, and did he catch it? No. They'll say it touched the turf. Jones thought he came up with it, and that is an incomplete pass. And we just mentioned he had one-on-one coverage here to the near side. Keep an eye on it. Alex Barnett was the defensive back on the play. 24.8 seconds remaining. Red Devils have one timeout. Mount Vernon, all 3 timeouts remaining here in the first half. 3rd down and 14. Deshaun Jones, still the single receiver to the near side. This time he'll draw double coverage, so they'll try to take him away. Bain again. He'll quick throw. Ball caught by Deshaun, and he's going to be brought down at about the 6-yard line. He's going to get a first down out of it. 17.7 seconds remaining. So Richmond again with still a timeout remaining. They're going to hurry to the line of scrimmage right here. And now they'll run the clock. Red Devils going to try to make sure Mount Vernon cannot change personnel. And the Red Devils just spike it right there on first down. And there you see Bain coming to the sidelines. And of course, with the football now placed at the 7-yard line. 12.6 seconds remaining. Here in the first half, Red Devils want to hold on to that one timeout. This time they'll go with 2 receivers split wide to the left. In the slot to the left will be the tight end Ferguson. Deshaun Jones, double coverage here to the near side. Will they go to Ferguson? They're looking over the middle. Bain will be dropped in. He will lose yardage back to the 11-yard line, 6.4. He was brought down from behind. That was Tevin Hope. And now the Red Devils have to use their final timeout here in the first half. But now they say there is a penalty. I did not see the penalty flag, but they said an illegal formation against the Red Devils. And Mount Vernon will certainly take the yardage right here, as that'll move them. Where to the 11? Is that where they've spotted it? And again, Richmond had to get a timeout on the play as well. So now this is the second time the Red Devils have gotten the football inside the 10-yard line here in the first half. They failed to score the first time. Now they have a chance with 6.4 remaining to get on the board here in the first half. Now they put the football, you see it right there. There's the official at the 12. So it is at the 12-yard line, right? So it should be first and goal for the Red Devils. 6.4 seconds remaining. Brown in the backfield with Bain. Bain looking here. He's going to be flushed, throws it toward the end zone, and in and out of the hands of Ferguson. And 0.8 on the clock. Boy, the tight end Ferguson almost got 6 on the board, and now Richmond will have one last opportunity to get a score here in the first half. Let's take that flag off there. There you go. And so now it'll be the final play of the first half. So here we go. Red Devils will go with 4 wide. Brown in the backfield along with Bain. Last opportunity for the Red Devils. Bain toward the end zone, and that's going to be way too long. And some extra shoving and pushing going on after the play, and now we got a flag down. Don't go anywhere yet. That may be on the defense. This may give Richmond one more chance. I think they got a Mount Vernon player pushing, and it was, I believe it was Colton Davis who was down on the turf who ended up getting pushed. And so Mount Vernon thought they were done in the first half, but that flag came down. And if it's on Mount Vernon, Richmond will get another chance. You can see the official right there saying he pushed him. Matt Haliva meeting with an official on the near side. They're also over talking with the Marauder coaching staff, and they may not call anything. The way they're saying it's the half is over. Well, then who was the flag on? So it looks like we are at halftime, and boy, I thought they were going to give the Red Devils one more chance because I thought that flag was on Mount Vernon, but we will head to the locker room. And on your Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Mount Vernon on top of Richmond 12-0. We'll come back with the Wesley Bates Wealth Management halftime report in just a few moments. This is Richmond Football and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
It's game time. The Sportsplex is now open. Get your teams together and come out for basketball, volleyball, soccer, tennis, golf, batting cages, wrestling, and much, much more. The Sportsplex also offers court rentals for your entire team to play a pickup game or to hold practices. Use our turf fields for multiple sports, including flag football, baseball fielding, and rugby. Sportsplex is open 7 days a week. Check out FamilyFitnessWorks.com for more information and current hours, or call 765-935-0111.
There's only one place to go on the World Wide Web to find the best automotive deals. Wetzelauto.com. One of the area's largest inventories all in one spot. Wetzelauto.com. Here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Wetzelauto.com. New and used vehicles, service, parts, body shop, and rental. Plus, value your trade. It's easy to navigate. It's convenient. Wetzelauto.com. It's clickin' awesome.
For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond-Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. It's not just about the quality work, it's also about customer service. It's about attention to details and making absolutely sure you are 100% satisfied. If that's the kind of experience you want in your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Give them a call at 966-0994.
Are new cabinets on your wish list? Visit the new Georgia Direct showroom and see the great variety of cabinets on display in a modern setting. Georgia Direct carries quality craft-made one cabinets, and the new showroom has plenty of styles and colors on display. In Richmond, craft-made one is only available at Georgia Direct, where the designers are always on hand to help create a custom kitchen for your home. Visit Georgia Direct's new showroom on 40 East, next to Red Lobster. You'll love what you see, and you'll love the savings at Georgia Direct.
There is one thing for sure in my life, I know nothing about fixing cars. That's why I take my vehicles to Beach Automotive at 110 East Main in Richmond. Their experts have the knowledge to service and repair even the most challenging auto problems. So if you have an automotive question, they have the answers at Beach Automotive, 110 East Main in Richmond. Or give them a call at 765-966-8181 or visit their website, beach-auto.com.
Hey, Chuck, where you headed? Spinning's about to start.
I'm heading to CrossFit.
Isn't that for, like, the elite lifters or athletes only?
No, at FFW CrossFit, all workouts can and will be scaled to any ability level to welcome everyone.
Sounds great. I need to get out of the same old workout routine. I'm just not sure I can keep up. It seems pretty intense.
No real lifting experience is needed. FFW CrossFit teaches you everything you need to know and move at your own pace in a positive, motivating environment.
You know, I've always wanted to give it a try. I'll see you there.
Learn more at ffwcrossfit.com.
Hello, my name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto, in business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians, and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. My name is Kyle Schwarzkopf, and I approve this message.
Maybe you haven't heard, but there's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show Cheers. You know, where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some of your friends and try out a game of live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else are you going to find this kind of variety, along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
Getting a lucky break rocks, but no one can be lucky all the time. Which is why when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the company that believes great coverage starts with care. A cost-free consultation offered to anyone, Farm Bureau client or not, that allows agents to get to know you better so they can help you prepare better. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
Well, it is halftime, and the Red Devils here on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management halftime report trail at 12-0. Barnett scored the first touchdown of the ball game, though the Red Devils had an opportunity to get out in front first. Got the football inside the 5, failed to score, but Barnett scored the first touchdown of the ball game at 10:17 remaining on that touchdown reception. The extra point was no good, and then the Jones touchdown run with 3:38 remaining before halftime. Again, the 2-point conversion no good, and that's where we stand right now. Mount Vernon with 2 turnovers here in the first half, but they have not hurt the Marauders, at least to this point, as they lead it 12-0. By the way, if you missed the earlier interview, as the Mental Attitude Award winner for boys tennis was announced, of course, this past week, and he had a chance, Eric Hollingsworth, to be on the Indiana High School Athletic Association show earlier this week, and we have a chance, if you missed it in our pregame earlier, to replay that for you. And again, he did lose earlier today, but again, he had a chance to talk with Greg Rakestraw about the season the Red Devils had in high school boys tennis.
It's time for Beyond the Uniform, where we shine light on this week's IHSAA Mental Attitude Award winner. This student-athlete has done an exceptional job demonstrating excellence, not just in their sport, but also in their school and their community. Now here's Coach Bob Lovell with this week's IHSAA Mental Attitude Award winner.
In for Bob Lovell, I'm Greg Rakestraw. Joined now by Mental Attitude Award winner for boys tennis, Eric Hollingsworth from Richmond High School. Eric, first of all, congratulations on a wonderful season for both you and your team.
Oh, thank you very much. It means a lot knowing that there were so many other kids put up for this, knowing that I was able to receive it, and I'm thankful for everyone that voted for me to get this award.
Well, again, obviously, and I had this line when interviewing a young man from boys basketball last year, when I say if you win this award, it means you're getting the game of life right, which clearly you are. Outstanding record, undefeated so far this year at 20-0 in terms of singles play, but also undefeated in terms of GPA, 4.0. How do you go about balancing your time on the tennis court and in the classroom?
I would say, a lot of times I have practice right after school. So I will go to practice until about 5:30, and then come home, and a lot of my time is spent either studying or doing homework. I take all the AP and honors classes that I can, so that takes up a lot of my time after school and sometimes on the weekends. So I have to find that perfect balance fit of hitting while at the same time studying and keeping my grades up.
All right, Eric, I know that obviously it was a great season for you, and what's unique about this conversation is that 99% of the time when we talk to a Mental Attitude Award winner, their season has come to an end. Tennis is the one sport where that's not necessarily the case because the individual finals are still going on, and you're playing yet again this weekend. What's your week of practice and training been like getting ready for the state finals at Park Tudor?
It's been a lot. I've been doing a lot of working out. As much as it seems like you should be resting, but I have been working out, running, and all that stuff. And I also go out and hit with my dad every day, just hitting for about an hour and a half, just consistently working on stuff. Because you can't have any breaks with a big thing like this.
Playing in Indianapolis, you played last week. You're playing again this week, and you're probably planning on playing there for the next 4 years. I know you have verbal to play at IUPUI for your college tennis. Why, from an academic and athletic standpoint, was that the right place for you?
Academically wise, I'm looking to go into nursing, and they have a very good nursing program there. Also, I wanted to stay closer to home, which is only about an hour and 15-minute drive from us, so that's very convenient for me. And then also for athletic-wise, I got a pretty good scholarship there, and I'm very excited about it. So that will help me in the future. And also, I'm looking to be able to start right off the bat, which I got to keep working hard and continuing to get better. But I think with a little more hard work, I will be able to start right off the bat.
All right, we've asked you about a lot of individual things so far. Let's now focus on the team concept. This was Richmond's first ever appearance in the boys tennis team state finals. What does doing that in your senior season mean to you?
It means so much to me. The seniors and we've worked so hard over the past 4 years, and also my little brother Ryan, who's come up and helped a bunch, and then also the two freshmen that came in and played one doubles. They did an awesome job, and also Austin Turner, who came in from Terre Haute North. He was a great asset to the team, and I'm really proud of the way we played this year. We knew we had a chance to get to state all year, and we came through with it, and I'm really proud of all the guys.
All right. What's the goal for this weekend? State championship, or what are you setting the bar at for the weekend?
I really think I can win it. Like I said, I got to continue to work hard. I mean, there's a lot of good players in this tournament. A bunch of them I've played before, so I kind of know how they play. But then again, I still have to work hard and come out and play my best.
Hey, Eric, thanks for the time, and congratulations on a wonderful senior season.
All right, thank you very much.
Injured athletes can be evaluated at Reed Orthopedic Center, 1400 Highland Road in Richmond. Request a same-day or next-day appointment to be evaluated by medical professionals who specialize in strains, sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, concussions, and other sports-related orthopedic issues. Call 935-8905. That's 935-8905. Or request an appointment online at reedortho.org. Reed Orthopedic Center, 1400 Highland Road in Richmond.
There are banks that are big, and then there's West End Bank. A bank with big ideas to help people, business, and industry. If you're just starting out on your own and want a new car, West End can help. Maybe it's your first home and you need advice on financing. West End Bank has ideas to help you. West End Bank, helping build better lives and a better community. West End Bank is a community bank with big ideas and home to a distinctive style of banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Did you know Richmond Schools offers an instrumental music program in grades 5 through 12? Did you know Richmond Schools offer classes in Chinese, French, and Spanish? And did you know Richmond offers a full slate of intermediate school athletic programs such as golf, swimming, volleyball, football, basketball, and baseball? Richmond Community Schools. We are your choice for a quality education. Go to wearerichmond.com.
Hey, this is Steve, and out at Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
Hi, this is Troy Darengowski of Radio Troy Digital Sports. There are plenty of places for me to get lunch or dinner, but there's only one Mancino's. In fact, I was just there for lunch the other day and had a delicious pizza grinder. That's just one of many choices I can get at Mancino's. How about a fresh salad? Several varieties of pasta, Mancino's Lights, or perhaps even an oven-baked spaghetti, or maybe a pepperoni pizza. So when you're looking for a great lunch or dinner, make sure you choose Mancino's, 217 National Road West in Richmond.
High school sports. Pure spirit, pure sport.
Pure determination. Nothing is going to stand in the way of my becoming the best student athlete I can be.
Pure spirit, pure sport.
Pure leadership. I don't just play an important role on my team. I play an important role in my community.
Pure spirit, pure sport.
Pure sportsmanship. I recognize that attitude counts, and that being a good sport is the only way to play.
There are plenty of ways student athletes in Indiana demonstrate the values of high school sports. At the Indiana High School Athletic Association, we salute each and every one of them. The IHSAA, pure spirit, pure sport.
Pure effort.
Pure dedication, pure Indiana.
This message made possible by the IHSAA and the high schools in this community.
We'd like you to know why public power is important to you. In small towns and cities across America, locally owned public power systems like ours represent local people working together to meet local needs. Our only purpose is to provide an essential service at the lowest possible cost. This makes a big difference in rates and service, and all the benefits we produce at home stay at home. Richmond Power and Light, your locally owned electric utility. Together, we make powerful partners. It takes a lot of pieces working together to run a successful business in today's world. One big piece is your connectivity, powered by your internet. For local businesses in Richmond, you have options for who provides your internet. When deciding who to go with, you need to look at Parallax Systems, fiber optic packaging for your benefit. Speed, reliability, and local service, you get it all with Parallax Systems, a division of RP&L. Visit online at parallax.ws or call 962-3770.
It's game time. The Sportsplex is now open. Get your teams together and come out for basketball, volleyball, soccer, tennis, golf, batting cages, wrestling, and much, much more. The Sportsplex also offers court rentals for your entire team to play a pickup game or to hold practices. Use our turf fields for multiple sports, including flag football, baseball fielding, and rugby. Sportsplex is open 7 days a week. Check out FamilyFitnessWorks.com for more information and current hours, or call 765-935-0111.
We're back once again here at Leibold Field as we're getting ready for the third quarter. By the way, plenty of high school football to tell you about when we're done tonight. We'll have a scoreboard update for you posted on radiotroy.com a little bit later today. College football tomorrow. Out of the Big Ten, number 3 Michigan taking on Illinois. Iowa taking on number 10 Wisconsin. Purdue will be at number 8 Nebraska tomorrow afternoon. Number 2 Ohio State at Penn State. Indiana plays at Northwestern. Michigan State at Maryland, and Rutgers at Minnesota. Out of the MAC, Ball State home against Akron. Miami will travel to Bowling Green, and of course the NFL coming up on Sunday. Cleveland at Cincinnati, and the Colts play on the road at Tennessee. The baseball playoffs will continue tomorrow. Cubs, Dodgers, Wrigley Field. Jesus, you covering volleyball tomorrow? You're going to be watching baseball. Got sick, a little sickness, I can tell you. I'd hate to see you miss that. Yeah, that's true. Cubs make it to the World Series, and Jesus may not be watching it. Now, it wouldn't even be good to record it. You got to watch it as it's happening, right? Yeah, it's silly to spend 100 and some years and you finally get back there and a chance to win the whole thing. By the way, I think they're going to mark that penalty off on the kickoff. I believe that's what I'm seeing right now. But what's odd about this,
Red Devils teeing it up at the 40, though, so maybe I'm wrong. That penalty that ended the first half. Boy, the way the Marauders are lining up right now, you can't see them to your left, but they've moved them. Well, maybe they're going to mark it off here, but the Marauders have moved all the way back to the 30. So Richmond has 24 minutes to get this back and a chance to move to the next round. We're running down the last 50 seconds here of the halftime. I think they gave him a little extra time right here. Richmond again wins tonight. They would be home again next Friday night. If they were able to win that game, and Delta, I think, would be the favorite on the other side of the bracket, they would, at least that scenario would have them going to Delta for a sectional championship. But we got a little ways to go before we even start talking about that. I'm not sure why we put an extra minute on the clock or why they're waiting to run this thing down. Let's go. Looks like that's Deshaun Jones who's going to kick it off. Now there's your penalty. It was the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty is how they assessed it at the end of the first half. And so they move it all the way to the Mount Vernon 45-yard line. Well, now, I don't know if Deshaun can kick this into the end zone, but you'd think he might come relatively close. Again, Mount Vernon had deferred to the second half. So now we're just waiting for the official word, and we can finally get this second half underway. Boy, Deshaun about 12 yards behind to take a long running kick at this one. And he's going to kick this one along the ground. It's loose, and Richmond may have come up with it. And they did. The onside kick for the Red Devils, and Bryce Brown gets it. So Richmond coming up with another big opportunity and a third miscue tonight for Mount Vernon. Nice call by Richmond. Football will be placed at the 33-yard line, and boy, they're giving Richmond every opportunity in this football game. A fumble, an interception, and now the fumble off the special teams. Richmond first down and 10. Sanders in the backfield along with Bain. 4 wide, 3 to the left. Low snap goes between the legs of Bain. He gets away from one defender and then throws it away, and he took a shot as he went down. Pass will be incomplete, and Richmond may have gotten a break right there, but I think for Mount Vernon, they may have gotten their best defensive player, Charles DeGraff, injured. He's back to the huddle, and he was holding his right arm or right shoulder area. So now the Red Devils will be faced with a second down and 10, and boy, they escaped a huge loss potentially right there. Only 10 seconds into this third quarter. Richmond again with 4 wideouts. Sanders, nope, it's going to be Bain. Bain throwing, ball caught by Thomas Stanley, and Thomas will get a couple of yards, very close to the 30-yard line. So now the Red Devils faced with a third down, and let's call it a long 7 right here as that football, nose of the football just shy of the 30. Deshaun Jones and Ferguson to the right. Trayshawn Jones, Thomas Stanley to the left. Sanders remains in as the lone setback. Big third down here following the onside kick, and Richmond able to recover the football. Bain again out of the shotgun. Has plenty of time. Now flushed out of the pocket. Throws short and out of the reach of his intended receiver. That's Thomas Stanley. And Richmond now faced with a fourth down. In the way the Red Devils are acting like right now, they're going to go ahead and go for it. on 4th down and 7. Instead of trying to pin Mount Vernon a little bit deeper, Richmond went on a 4th down and 1 earlier and didn't get it. Richmond started to go trips to the left. Now they'll switch it, trips to the right. Sanders, the lone setback. Bain now to throw toward the end zone, and it's going to be knocked down, but almost intercepted at the last minute, intended for Thomas Stanley. Back there to knock it down, Alex Barnett. So Richmond 0 for tonight on 4th down. And Mount Vernon will get the football just across the 30-yard line. So essentially tonight, when you consider that Mount Vernon, 3 turnovers, if you want to count the onside kick as a turnover, they lead in that category, but they also lead this football game 12-0. Quick hitter out on the flat. Ball's going to be caught. That's going to be Barnett. Barnett across the 35, and he'll be driven back. Let's see where they give him his forward progress at the 39-yard line. So it'll be 2nd down and 2, and they've been very good on that little short, quick hitter out of the flat. Barnett does a lot of good things after the catch. He and McCarthy both very dangerous receivers. We haven't even talked much tonight about Damari Gatewood. Here's the handoff to Jones. Jones gets hit immediately and driven back. So let's see where they put the football at the 42-yard line. And so a 1st down here for the Marauders. Boy, you figure if you're Mount Vernon, you get another score, you can really put a ton of pressure on this Richmond offense, who's, again, just been unable to do anything with the football here tonight. Jones again on the carry. Gets away from Hazelbaker. 50, 45 up the sideline and gets knocked out of bounds. And let's see if he stepped out first as Alston Bain eventually knocked him out of bounds on the far side. But they'll say he went out of bounds at the 33-yard line. Well, they'll officially put it at the 32. 1st down for Mount Vernon. Boy, Jones got away from Hazelbaker right there at the line of scrimmage, and once he did, he bounced to the outside. And now at 9:53, Marauders will come with 4 wide, 3 to the near side, empty backfield. This will be Montgomery throwing, and that'll be incomplete, intended here to the near side to Van Slyke. So it'll be 2nd down and 10. Van Slyke coming out now for Mount Vernon. We mentioned a little bit ago about Damari Gatewood. He came in with 22 receptions, and they have not seen him yet here tonight. One in the backfield, and this will be a different running back we haven't seen. This is Nathan Seifert. Seifert, nice carry inside the 25, and he'll finally be brought down near the 23-yard line. Nathan Seifert gets the call. Senior running back, 6'2", good size, 200 pounds. And a good compliment to Eric Jones. So now it'll be 3rd and 1 for Mount Vernon. Trips to the near side, single receiver split wide to the left. That'll be the short side, hash mark left. Handoff, it'll be Jones. Jones bowling his way, gets a 1st down, and finally driven back. But boy, they still didn't get him down, and there's a flag down. And this may go against Richmond right here. Some, again, extracurricular activity after the whistle, and the official is pointing toward Richmond. And a personal foul called against the Red Devils. And it may have been they just didn't stop after the whistle was blown. Boy, they got the 1st down, and now more yardage put on the field here against Richmond just inside the 10. So this will be 1st and goal now from the 10-yard line. Montgomery takes the snap, rolling to his right. And he's going to have to get rid of it, and he does. That's an incomplete pass. Pretty smart move. He had pressure coming. Colton Davis was giving chase. Also giving chase for the Red Devils was number 85, Caleb Ellis. So it'll be second down and goal. Mount Vernon again, 3 receivers to the near side. Ball will be placed just outside the hash mark to the left. Seifert in the backfield. Seifert. Nope, it's going to be Jones. Jones gets the call. Jones still on his feet. Gets to the goal line, and did he get in? They'll say no. He's down to the 1-foot line. Boy, and Jones just carrying Richmond tacklers, and he only goes about 190 pounds. And I think that might be, again, a very generous 190. But he had a nose for the end zone. It'll be third and goal now, officially from the 1. And this time the quarterback keeper, and he didn't get there. Montgomery driven back, and let's see, they'll put it right about about where he had the football before. And a flag is down again. So now let's see who this will be on. Richmond just had an unsportsmanlike, or I should say a personal foul penalty a couple of moments ago that cost him 15 yards. And now we wait and sort, and there's nowhere you're going to put the football here. If that's half the distance to the goal line, there's nowhere to put it. Because it's about as close as you can get. That is Davis coming out. Personal foul against Richmond again. So basically gives you a first down. So now 8 minutes remaining. So now I formation once again as they'll work it out of the shotgun. Montgomery this time will get in from 1 yard out. And the Marauders add 6 on the board and now lead this one 18-0. That comes at 7:59 here in the third. We will see Trevor Bond come in now to attempt the extra point. Richmond in a big-time hole now here in the third. The kick is on the way, and this time it is good. On your Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Red Devils down in this one, 19-0.
There's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some friends and come play live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else can you find this kind of variety along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
Are you looking for a quality used car you can trust to take you where you want to go? Stop at Tony's Car Sales at 250 National Road West. Tony's has a top-of-the-line selection of low-mileage, one-owner cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs, all handpicked by Mike and Adrian Parker. Tony's is family-owned with 3 generations and 60 years of experience. Check out their selection at tonyscarsales.com or at 250 National Road West. Tony's Car Sales, where honesty, quality, and price sell cars.
Well, the Red Devils down 19-0 in this one, and now Richmond will have to get something here on offense. They just have not been able to do anything here tonight, despite having a couple of chances in the first half. And then they had that 4th down and 7. Could not get a first down. They've gone for it on 4th down twice. This one kicked toward the end zone. It will stay in play, and that'll be a touchback. That one just inside the cone. And so Richmond will have it 1st down and 10. Checking to see if we had some other football scores we could pass along to you. By the way, Columbus East is leading New Pal 28-7. Wow, that's a big matchup in the opening round of sectional play. But again, New Pal been so dominant in the last couple of seasons, and of course they had that big shootout in the championship game last year. So Richmond football, first down and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Out of the eye, handoff Claiborne. Claiborne will get about 5, and he'll be stopped right there. So Claiborne running between the tackles. Boy, you look at the Red Devil sidelines right now, and there's just no energy whatsoever for a team that, again, got beat so bad last week, but still had a good week of practice, according to head coach Matt Haliva. I formation, Claiborne to the outside, and boy, he took a hard hit right there after a gain of about a yard or so. He got stuck pretty good that time. Looked like that might have been Van Slyke coming up to lay on the hit. So now the Red Devils faced with a third down. Football at the 26. Redmond coming out. Bryce Brown back in as the fullback, and Richmond now will go with Deshaun Jones and Stanley to the left. 2 in the backfield to try to help protect Bain a little bit more. Quick hit, and Deshaun Jones will go down at the 31, but he gets the first down. We'll put the football officially at the 32-yard line. Well, the way things are going now, Richmond's going to have a little more sense of urgency. They got to get as many plays as they can in the remainder of this one. Out of the eye once again, 2 receivers to the right. Claiborne, they're hoping he's going to be able to pop one, but I just don't think he's got it tonight. He's been off too long. Coming up, that's Van Slyke to make the stop. He just hasn't been able to run the football tonight simply because he hasn't played in a long time. Sanders back in. Trayshawn Jones coming in, and that means Claiborne coming out and Bryce Brown coming out. I think they're hoping that maybe, just maybe, if Richmond can get by tonight, that Claiborne could be closer to 100% if they were to advance to next week, but he has not shown that speed that he had earlier. Legs just aren't there. Bain rolling, throwing. Ball's going to be caught. That's Stanley at the 50 and brought down into Mount Vernon territory, very close to the 41-yard line. McCarthy on the stop there for the Marauders. And we'll put the football again at the 41-yard line. 5:27 remaining here in the third. Deshaun Jones to the right. Thomas Stanley split wide right. Trayshawn Jones in the ball game to the left. They'll work off the hash mark to the left. And again, Bain out of the shotgun. Throws. That one's going to be short. Up for grabs and knocked down. It was not a good throw that time by Bain. It was intended for Trayshawn Jones and knocked down by the defensive back, Damari Gatewood. I think you could tell when that left his hands that he'd love to have that one back. It just wasn't gripped very well. And, of course, a cold night. And I don't think he gripped that football very well. 2nd down and 10. Boy, still thinking about that Columbus East and New Pal game. New Pal ranked 2nd in the state. Columbus East is in the top 10, but you don't see that happen to New Pal very often. Here's Sanders on the carry, and boy, he got hit. There are 5 white jerseys around him on that carry. One of the first ones in there, Josh Freeman, the defensive end, or take that back, defensive tackle there for the Marauders. 3rd down and 11 now for Richmond. And Richmond right now, no answers on offense. And you can just kind of tell they are walking up to the line of scrimmage. And again, you just have a feeling that they've kind of run out of energy. Play action pass. Bain rolling to his right, throws, and it's going to be knocked away at the last minute, intended for Deshaun Jones, and therefore Mount Vernon, Alex Barnett. Barnett gets a hand on it right at the last second. And one thing Deshaun Jones does very well is he doesn't raise his arms right away. He's trying to make sure that the defender doesn't see him reaching for the football until the last moment. But now, 4th down and 11, the Red Devils are going to go for it again. They have really no choice. 4:36 remaining. Richmond will play action pass. Bain up the middle, and there's nobody there. I'm not sure who that was intended for. Thomas Stanley might have been the closest player. You had your tight end, Sean Ferguson, but there was nothing there, and the Red Devils, for the 3rd time on 4th down, failed to get a first down. And so their defense back out on the field once again. And Mount Vernon will have excellent field position, football placed at their own 42-yard line. They know, I would imagine, if you're Mount Vernon, they get another score, they pretty much know if they play prevent the rest of the way, they're going to win this football game. Handoff. Here is Jones, and Jones will get maybe a yard. Colton Davis there for the Red Devils. But Mount Vernon also knows that they want to take a lot of time off the clock. Football at the 43. Richmond ends up losing tonight, and I could be mistaken. This could be for Matt Haliva, his first losing football season since he took over here at Richmond. Jones breaks a tackle across the 50 into Richmond territory at the 48 and very close to a first down. And Red Devils again had a chance to stop him for possibly a short or no gain. And that nose of the football is a first down. .345 to go in the 3rd. Marauders this time go trips to the left. Montgomery will take it himself, and he'll get hit by Dan Jarrell and still able to gain a yard out of it. He will stay in bounds, but Jarrell the first to hit him. And it'll be 2nd down and 9. Football be placed at the 47-yard line. Mount Vernon wins tonight. It'll be their 7th win of the year. They were the favorites coming into this sectional tournament. Trips to the near side. Jones will be brought back. Boy, holding on. Nice job defensively for the Red Devils. That was Gavin Farrar who held on to his foot, brought him down, or helped bring him down at the 45. So now the Marauders faced with a 3rd down and 7. 19-0 here in the 3rd quarter. Mount Vernon this time with 3 receivers to the near. Montgomery throws it out on the flat. Ball's going to be caught. And short of the first down, driven out of bounds at about the 42. On the reception, it was Mitch McCarthy. It's going to be 4th down. Marauders will go ahead and bring their punting unit on, which we haven't seen very much here tonight. I think even last week, Harrison only punted the football away during the critical time of the game only once. So 2:19, Thomas Stanley will be the deep man for Mount Vernon. They haven't had, speaking of Mount Vernon, And a man short, 5 seconds on the clock. They haven't had to work on their punting game very much here tonight, so looks like they will get a timeout on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Red Devils trail this one 19-0.
Did you know Richmond High School offers 15 advanced placement courses through a partnership with the University of Notre Dame? Did you know Richmond High School had the first high school orchestra in the United States? And did you know Richmond High School is home to a national championship team in the Business Professionals of America? Richmond Community Schools. We are your choice for a quality education. Go to wearerichmond.com.
Maybe you knew that Indiana University East has world-renowned professors and 50 highly respected IU degree programs. Still, there's someone you should meet. He's a red wolf. He's Rufus, our mascot. He's here for our intercollegiate sports, dozens of student clubs, and to make sure things aren't too, well, tame. Check us out at iue.edu or drop by. But be careful. No leash. IU. Focused on you.
Well, the Marauders will punt the football away again. Thomas Stanley standing at his own 10-yard line. Little European-style kick will take him out. Vernon roll. Thomas picks it up, and he got drilled. Boy, he probably should have let that one go. It's going to be inside the 10-yard line. That was Trevor Bond again on the punt for Mount Vernon. They will put the football at the 7-yard line. 2:04 remaining here in the third, and Red Devils again struggling after last week, unable to get anything going against Harrison, and now tonight struggling against Mount Vernon. Trayshawn along with Thomas Stanley as the Red Devils will go with 4 wide. Those two are to the left. And again, Sanders out of the backfield. The keeper here by Bain, and he'll get close to the 10. Red Devils had that drive in the first half in which they started at about their 1-foot line and ended up doing nothing with it. Boy, it is a little bit concerning tonight that Richmond for another week, and this Mount Vernon team, not the same type of team Harrison is, that Richmond just can't get this offense rolling. Bain out of the shotgun. Here he's flushed out of the pocket, will take off himself, and he's going to get a first down. But if you're Mount Vernon, you don't mind that too much. You might give up a first down, but again, time continues to come off that clock, and as long as you feel that the Red Devils aren't going to put points on the board, no big plays, no big deal. So now down to 1:12 to go. And if you're Mount Vernon, you look to the fourth quarter and think if you can get a couple of really nice long drives going, and those are time eaters, Richmond they just won't have enough time remaining. Bain throws out on the flat. It's going to be intercepted. Touchdown. Pick 6. On the interception, just stepping right in front of the pass, was Charles DeGraff. And he goes in the end zone for 6. And the Red Devils now trail this one 25-0. DeGraff, we'd mentioned earlier, 8 sacks coming in and 12 tackles for loss. And he just stepped right in front of the intended receiver. And I'm not sure that Austin Bain even saw him. But that was anticipated well, and that may just put the nail in the coffin for the Red Devils here tonight. So now Mount Vernon will go ahead and go for 2. Or are they going to say no? They're going to say he was down. Wow, where did that come from? Looks like he got in the end zone, but apparently not. So they'll say he's down at the 3-yard line. So they'll still get the football to Jones, and Jones will be hit from behind and brought back. So good defensive play by Sean Ferguson. I'm not sure if I look back at that play. I didn't see anybody get DeGraff before he went into the end zone, but I must have missed it. Well, they went for 2, so it was a score. All right. Yeah, I thought they put it down, so it was a touchdown. And a little confusion here, so we will say 25-0 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. We'll keep it right here. That was a little bit confusing. There's no way I thought that DeGraff didn't go to the end zone. But then the way they'd lined up, why they'd gone for two right there, I'll never know. But nonetheless, the pick six is good. So 25-0. Here now as we still have 46 seconds remaining here in this third quarter. So we mentioned the Red Devils are going to have to do something with it here in the third, but they are in big-time trouble now, seeing this season come to an end. So now Richmond will get it back, and deep will be Thomas Stanley, and along with Juwan Claiborne. This ball will land in front of Claiborne. He'll pick it up at the 10, the 15. And again, he just has nowhere to go, and he gets to the 15-yard line, and he hasn't played in such a long time. I'm just not sure that it's a benefit for him to be out there right now. Now, following the interception by Alston Bain, the pick six again by Charles DeGraff. The two-point conversion again no good. And 25-0. I guess that was what was confusing about that, is why they would go for two instead of just, unless they want to work on it, just go for the extra point. Claiborne stays in. First down and 10. Football is at the 15-yard line. Bain rolling to his left, and boy, everybody's covered downfield, and boy, that was incomplete, but you had Thomas Stanley covered. You had Trayshawn Jones covered to this side. You had your tight end, Sean Ferguson, was covered. There was just nobody open. 36.7 seconds remaining now in the third. Mount Vernon only averages about 23 points a game. They give up a little over 20. I thought maybe Richmond would get on the board tonight. Again, Bain to throw. This one up for grabs, intercepted at the 40. On the return, here's Gatewood, and then Gatewood brought down at the 27-yard line. Two straight interceptions, and Richmond tried to go long again, and that'll be picked off with 28.4. We just mentioned Damari Gatewood on offense, but he comes up with the interception again, and Richmond will give up the football at the 27-yard line. Gatewood will stay in on the short side. They're working on the hash mark to the right. And again, it'll be the keeper by Montgomery. Montgomery will go out of bounds on the near side. If you're the head coach for Mount Vernon, you want these guys to stay in bounds, let that clock run. They'll lose a yard on the play. Van Slyke coming out of the ball game, and we'll be seeing Robbie Campbell come in. Campbell wearing number 4 as one of the three receivers split wide to the left. We'll stay on the hash mark to the right. Jones in the backfield. Jones will get the call. Jones finds a hole up the middle inside the 20 down to a close to the, 15-yard line. Near side official showing 15, but we wait and see where they spot it. They'll put it again right at the 15-yard line. Another first down for Mount Vernon. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. All Mount Vernon here on your Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, 25-0. This is Richmond football and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
All the amenities you want and the convenience you need. Your next apartment is waiting for you at Chester Heights Apartments in Richmond. Chester Heights Apartments come with 1, 2, or 3 bedrooms with central air, inside laundry, swimming pool, and a new regulation-size volleyball court. Chester Heights also offers convenient access to IU East, Reed Hospital, shopping, restaurants, and more. Call today for specials. Chester Heights Apartments on Chester Boulevard in Richmond, a proud supporter of all Richmond High School athletics.
Summit Computers in Richmond is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware, service, support, and design services. They also provide web hosting, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and much, much more. Summit Computers, the official provider of RadioTroy.com. Well, unless Richmond can find a miracle here in this fourth quarter, down by 25, they will see this season come to an end as we head to the final 12 minutes of play. First and goal, or I should say first and 10 from the 15-yard line now for Mount Vernon. Here's the end around. We'd mentioned this young man, Campbell. Campbell breaking a tackle at the 10, at the 5, and getting inside the 5 before the ball goes out of bounds at around the 4-yard line. Campbell is a backup quarterback, a junior, 6 foot, 170 pounds, and Mount Vernon has a player down. Looks like that may be Austin Finke, who is another backup wide receiver, and we will take a timeout as well. 11:50 remaining here in the fourth, and the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Red Devils trail this one 25-0.
The last time I was in for service at Best One, I let Roger know my brakes were squeaking. So they checked them out, and Roger told me it was just a little moisture. Not to worry, everything was fine. Well, that was just the reassurance I needed. I trust the team at Best One, just like I trust my own dad.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark. At Best One Tire and Service, we only fix what needs to be fixed. When your car or truck leaves our shop, the service you request will be done right. I guarantee it.
Best One Tire and Service, North 7th and A, Uptown Richmond.
You've got too much stuff in your house or in your business and nowhere to put it all. What do? Here's the answer. Quaker City Storage in Richmond. Quaker City Storage offers various size units for either short-term or long-term storage. You'll get the best rates in town, and you always have 24-hour lighted access to your stuff. Quaker City Storage on Industrial Parkway next to A House Tool. Quaker City Storage is a proud supporter of all Richmond High School athletics.
Well, Mount Vernon, following the injury, will have the football as they're working off the hash mark to the left, and Mount Vernon will go trips to the right, so a lot of room on the right side. Here's the handoff. It'll be Jones up the middle. Jones will get to the end zone, and did he get in? Yes. 5 yards out as Eric Jones will put 6 more on the board for Mount Vernon. They now lead this one 31-0. Dan Jarrell now coming off limping for Richmond. And we will see now Trevor Bond come back in for the extra point. They will not go for 2 on this one. And well, I think Richmond, again, a disappointing game here tonight, just from the standpoint after last week. The extra point is on the way and good. And on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Red Devils down 32-0.
Hi, this is Steve Funkhauser, and I was talking to someone the other day about how friendly and professional the crew at Jiffy Lube is, and they said, "You are always so upbeat. I'm going to call you Mr. Positive." And so now I am Mr. Positive. And I want you to know how proud I am of you and that you are doing a great job today. And hey, do something nice for somebody. Make somebody smile. Smiles are contagious, you know. I want you to have a great day and the horse you rode in on. Jiffy Lube. Fast, friendly, professional. I'm Mr. Positive, and I approve this message.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you're born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Red Devils trail this one 32-0. Mount Vernon putting it to the Red Devils now here in the fourth quarter. Claiborne is deep. Also Thomas Stanley now deep for Richmond. Again, Bond will tee this one up at the 40-yard line, and Richmond will get it back. One more time. Here's Thomas Stanley from the 10. Fakes the reverse. Stanley to the 20, 25, and brought down very close to the 29-yard line. Red Devils lose tonight. They will finish their season at 4-6. As mentioned, that would be the first losing record for head coach Matt Haliva here at Richmond. Won a couple of NCC championships in his first 2 years, and since then they've been 500, and this year be 2 under 500. Finished under the 500 mark in the NCC as well. Sanders in the backfield with Bain. Bain will throw, and it's behind his tight end, Sean Ferguson, as that falls incomplete. Bain had those 2 interceptions, the one pick six to Charles DeGraff, and on the next possession, threw that one in the air to Gatewood. He picks it off at the 40, and Mount Vernon went back into the end zone. And remember, this was a scoreless game, it seemed like, for the longest time. In fact, it got into the second quarter before Mount Vernon got on the board first, and it was just 12-0 at halftime. This time, Bain will throw to the near side. Here is Jones on the carry. This is Deshaun Jones. Close to a Red Devil first down. It will be a first down. Nose of the football right at the 40-yard line. And again, just over 11 minutes remaining in this one. Four wide. And again, Bain in the shotgun. Sanders in the backfield. Bain will throw to Sanders. A little swing pass, 40, 45, and then brought down in Mount Vernon territory at the 47-yard line. And that'll be a Red Devil first down. Red Devils, again, a lot of time coming off the clock, getting ready for each play, and you're down by 5 scores. Bain sets up. Now will run it himself. He got grabbed from behind, still on his feet, and takes a hard hit to the 40, and a flag is down. Not sure why there'd be a flag right there. Personal foul against the Marauders. Unless they said somebody came in late with a helmet. But the Red Devils will get 15 more yards out of this one. Football will be placed at the 25-yard line. Thomas Stanley, one of the 2 wide outs to the left. So again, Richmond going 4 wide. Sanders remains in as the lone setback. Bain will throw. Here comes pressure. Bain to the end zone. Touchdown, Richmond. And it was Jawan Claiborne for the Red Devils. And that'll go 25 yards for the score. And Richmond finally gets on the board. Shiplet will come on to attempt the extra point. Looks like Thomas Stanley will be the holder. Generally, it's the backup quarterback for the Red Devils, Alex Snedeker. And the extra point attempt is on the way, and it is good. So Richmond gets on the board here tonight on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Richmond trails at 32-7.
The dealership where I bought my car told me I needed new tires. So, of course, I stopped by Best One and asked Roger to take a look. So they checked it out, and he told me not yet. He said I was good for at least another 10,000 miles. I've always gotten an honest opinion at Best One, and so will you.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark at Best One Tire and Service. We'll only sell you tires when you need new tires, and they'll be the right tires for your car or truck. I guarantee it.
Best One Tire and Service, North 7th and A, Uptown Richmond.
There's only one place to go on the World Wide Web to find the best automotive deals. Wetzelauto.com. One of the area's largest inventories all in one spot. Wetzelauto.com. Here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Wetzelauto.com. New and used vehicles, service, parts, body shop, and rental. Plus, value your trade. It's easy to navigate. It's convenient. Wetzelauto.com. It's clickin' awesome.
Well, the Red Devils get on the board here in the fourth. Now trail this one 32-7. See if they'll do another onside kick, and they will. The hands team this time for Mount Vernon a little more prepared for the onside kick than they were earlier. Dino Tharp, one of the wide receivers on that front line for Mount Vernon, and the Marauders will have the football at their own 48-yard line. And once again, we'll see Zach Montgomery put together a solid game after the early interception and the fumble in which he fumbled at the 5-yard line. First down and 10, trips to the right. Looks like Jones will stay in the ball game as the lone setback, single receiver to the near side. Jones breaks up the middle, breaks another tackle to the outside, still on his feet at the 40, 35, still on his feet all the way down. In fact, the Red Devils finally get him down. A flag goes down, but not until he got inside the 15-yard line. But again, a flag is down. Boy, Richmond just poor tackling that time. And now we wait and see what the penalty flag is all about. Sideline violation, I believe, against Mount Vernon. So everybody getting a little bit excited for the Marauders on the sideline. Stepped out a little bit too far. Now we've got an officials timeout. And it looks like we have an injury, and that's going to be Ron Sanders, who is hurt for Richmond. We will take a timeout. The Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Red Devils trail this one 32-7.
Hey, Chuck, where you headed? Spinning's about to start.
I'm heading to CrossFit.
Isn't that for, like, the elite lifters or athletes only?
No. At FFW CrossFit, all workouts can and will be scaled to any ability level to welcome everyone.
Sounds great. I need to get out of the same old workout routine. I'm just not sure I can keep up. It seems pretty intense.
No real lifting experience is needed. FFW CrossFit teaches you everything you need to know and move at your own pace in a positive, motivating environment.
You know, I've always wanted to give it a try. I'll see you there.
Learn more at ffwcrossfit.com.
You know, Sanders certainly would be considered a MVP of this football team this year. He stepped in for Claiborne at the beginning of the season when Claiborne got hurt against Connorsville, and when he went out for pretty much the remainder of the season up until tonight, Sanders has played both sides of the football. He's played on special teams and ends up leading this team in rushing this year. He comes out. Still 9:55 remaining here in the fourth quarter, and Mount Vernon will have it first down, and it'll be placed at the 12-yard line. Looks like Nathan Seifert has come in as the tailback for Jones. Mentioned Seifert at about 200 pounds, 6'2", 200, a very good running back. He'll lead block, and the quarterback will keep it over the right side. That'll be Montgomery. So we got another flag down. Now we got a fourth quarter. This is a personal foul against Richmond. I think they may have gotten Thomas Stanley. At least he's the one talking to the official who threw the flag. Football knows the football is at the 3. It'll be first down now for Mount Vernon. So now the Marauders will go 3 to the right. Seaford will stay in as the lone setback. And again, Montgomery out of the shotgun with a single receiver split wide to the left. Seifert, nope, it's going to be the quarterback keeper, and then he throws it away toward the end zone as he was forced out of bounds. Van Slyke was the closest one there. Well, if he gives that to Seifert, I'm not so sure he doesn't score. Seifert had a pretty good look on that right side, 6'2" and 200 pounds. But Montgomery decided to keep it. They ran it to the short side. So now it'll be second and goal. Again, the football at the 3-yard line. Seifert this time, the big running back will get the call, and he will get it in the end zone from 3 yards out. And mentioned Seifert at 200 pounds, a hard one to bring down, 38-7. We will see Trevor Bond in again to attempt the extra point. Kick is on the way, and it is, we wait, it is good. And once again on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Red Devils down in this one, 39-7.
Hello, my name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto in business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians, and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. My name is Kyle Schwarzkopf, and I approve this message.
For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond, Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. It's not just about the quality work, it's also about customer service. It's about attention to details and making absolutely sure you are 100% satisfied. If that's the kind of experience you want in your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Give them a call at 966-0994. 9:27 remaining here in this one, and the Red Devils trail at 39-7. Deep for the Red Devils, Thomas Stanley along with Juwan Claiborne. And Trevor Bond again will tee this one up at the 40. Again, it has been all Mount Vernon here tonight as the Red Devils are going to see this season come to a close. That one stays in play, and all that Thomas Stanley can do is jump on the football at the 22-yard line. Oh, that was actually, looked like that might have been Brandon Hughes on the return there for Richmond. So the Red Devils back on offense. Got the touchdown to Claiborne on their last possession, but again, a little bit too late here tonight. Claiborne will stay in as one of the two receivers to the right. He'll be joined by Deshaun Jones. Again, Richmond 4 wide. Ron Sanders stays in at running back. Alston will roll and throw, and Deshaun makes the catch on the near side against Barnett. Still on his feet as he fights for extra yardage, and it'll be brought down at the 43. Barnett, the defensive back, got turned around here on the near sideline. And Richmond able to get a first down again at the 43.
9:13 remaining. And again, the Red Devils will go with trips to the left. They'll keep Claiborne in as the slot to the left. And a single receiver to the near side. That's Deshaun Jones. The pump, and Bain now looking to the near side. And Deshaun Jones went inside. The pass went outside. And that falls incomplete. Jones was, I think, looking for an open area on the inside. So now it'll be 2nd down and 10. Looks like Mount Vernon has stayed pretty much with their starters on defense. Claiborne to the left, Stanley to the left, and also Sean Ferguson to the left. Deshaun Jones to the near side, Bain to throw. And Jones makes the catch. And still on his feet inside the 25, very close to the 22-yard line. Red Devils able to get a first down. So now the Red Devils with 8:40 remaining will go trips to the left. Jones to the near side. He'll stay with the double coverage. Sanders in the backfield. Bain to throw toward the end zone, and there's a flag down. 2 flags going down. That'll be against Alex Barnett. That'll be interference on Barnett. So once they mark it off, Richmond will have a first down. There you see him mark it off, and they will set it down at the 11-yard line. So first down, Richmond. 8:25 remaining, trailing this one 39-7. 4 wide again. Sanders the lone setback. Bain on first down out of the shotgun, rolling to his left. Bain sets, throws, and almost intercepted again by Damari Gatewood. Boy, Gatewood stepped right in front of the tight end, Sean Ferguson. And I'm not so sure if he picks that one off. He may not have at least had an opportunity to return that one for a score. Because he would have caught that thing in stride, and everybody's momentum would have been going one way. He would have been headed the other. So now we'll have it 2nd down from the 11-yard line. Trayshawn Jones back in for Richmond. Deshaun Jones will stay with the double coverage to the right. They'll play him to the inside. They'll work a safety and a corner to the near side. Here's the pitch to Claiborne. Claiborne trying to bounce to the outside, will be brought down close to the 6-yard line. And now the Red Devils face a 3rd down. And we're under the 8-minute mark remaining in this one. 2 receivers to the right. They'll stand Ferguson up to the right as well. And Bain looks to throw, fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Thomas Stanley. So Thomas Stanley able to get a touchdown reception, and the Red Devils now trail at 39-13. And Alexis Shiplett will come in to attempt the extra point. Stanley will be the holder once again. Good snap. The kick is on the way, and Shiplett will put this one through the uprights, and the Red Devils on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard trail this one 39-14.
Are new cabinets on your wish list? Visit the new Georgia Direct showroom and see the great variety of cabinets on display in a modern setting. Georgia Direct carries quality craft-made one cabinets, and the new showroom has plenty of styles and colors on display. In Richmond, craft-made one is only available at Georgia Direct, where the designers are always on hand to help create a custom kitchen for your home. Visit Georgia Direct's new showroom on 40 East, next to Red Lobster. You'll love what you see, and you'll love the savings at Georgia Direct.
There is one thing for sure in my life. I know nothing about fixing cars. That's why I take my vehicles to Beach Automotive at 110 East Main in Richmond. Their experts have the knowledge to service and repair even the most challenging auto problems. So if you have an automotive question, they have the answers at Beach Automotive, 110 East Main in Richmond. Or give them a call at 765-966-8181 or visit their website, beach-auto.com.
7:46 remaining in this one, 39-14. Back once again here at Leibold Field as the Red Devils will undoubtedly onside kick once again as Deshaun Jones tees this one up at the 40, comes to the near side again. This will take a nice bounce, and the Marauders will just down it at around the 41-yard line. So now if you're Mount Vernon, you're hoping that get a couple of nice drives going right here and run a good chunk of that clock off. But Richmond still a long way to go in this one. Marauders look like they will keep their starting quarterback, Zach Montgomery, in the ball game. Not quite for them comfortable enough to make a change as the new running back in the game will be Noah Grill. Grill is a junior, 5'9", 165 pounds, and Grill gets the call, and he went nowhere. Brown is there for the Red Devils. Also there, Gavin Farrar. Grill's going to lose about 3 on the play. And we'll put the football at the 37-yard line. Noah Grill third on the depth chart for the Marauders behind Jones and Seifert. Boy, I tell you what, Seifert, I think I'd give him a few more carries tonight at 6'2", 200 pounds. Jones back in, and the keeper this time, the quarterback, that's going to be Montgomery. Montgomery raced toward the end zone. Will anyone catch him? No. 63 yards and a touchdown on the quarterback keeper by Montgomery. And the Marauders have put 45 on the board. Boy, once he got into that second level and turned on the afterburners, there was nothing the Red Devils could do to catch him. So now Trevor Bond will come back in to attempt the extra point. Red Devils giving up 68 last week, and tonight they've now given up 46. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, 46-14.
At Richmond Power & Light, we're committed to Richmond. We've been a part of this community for over 114 years. We're not part of some big energy conglomerate, and we don't answer to out-of-town stockholders. Instead, we are accountable to you. And just like you, we want what's best for our hometown. That means you can count on us to provide reliable electricity at low rates. We are Richmond Power & Light, your hometown electric utility, building Richmond a better tomorrow.
Getting a lucky break rocks, but no one can be lucky all the time. Which is why when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the company that believes great coverage starts with care. A cost-free consultation offered to anyone, Farm Bureau client or not, that allows agents to get to know you better so they can help you prepare better. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
The Marauders again. The long touchdown run by Zach Montgomery. 6:54 still to go in this one. Stanley is deep, and looks like Claiborne deep as well. Claiborne from the 11 will fake the handoff, and Richmond trying that fake reverse again. They got a few extra yards out of it, out to about the 22, maybe 23-yard line.
He does not want to play offense. He says he doesn't know the plays as well.
See the Red Devils just coming back, walking off the field here, and late in this one. Going to have to look back and see what the most points in consecutive games. The Red Devils again giving up the 68 last week and 46 tonight. So Bain out of the shotgun once again as Sanders will stand as the lone setback. There's a flag down. That will go against Mount Vernon. So once they mark off the penalty, let's put it at the 27-yard line. Deshaun Jones will come to the near side. Claiborne will stay in as the one of their receiver to the near side. So again, Richmond 4 wide in this set. Sanders in the backfield, almost fumbling it on the snap. Bain gets rid of it. Ball caught by Claiborne at the 35 and driven down. So he may get a yard or so out of it, maybe 2. And now we're at second down and about 2 for a first down. Deshaun Jones will work off the near side. They'll work it on the hash mark to the right. And again, the Red Devils with 4 receivers in the ball game. And Bain will keep it himself. First down and go across the 40 to the 41-yard line, and another flag is down. I think this will go against Mount Vernon as well. Bain coming up holding that right hand. This is the second time that Mount Vernon has been hit with the personal foul penalty here in the second half. And that'll mark him all the way down to the 44. .6:01 remaining. Richmond again trips to the left. Sanders, the lone setback. Deshaun Jones to the near side. Shotgun, handoff Sanders. Sanders got spun and knocked down after a gain of a couple. In on the stop. Looked like that was Scroggum there, Logan Scroggum. And it'll be second down and 8. Well, the scoring coming in the second half, it was 12-0 at halftime. Again, Richmond, 3 receivers split wide to the left. And they'll give it to Sanders. Sanders over the right side and stopped at about the 41-yard line. And we're at 5 minutes remaining. Few of the fans saying something to the coaching staff from the stands. Again, 4 wide as we'll see Bain trying to find someone open. Throws, ball's going to be caught, and that'll be Deshaun Jones on the catch down to the 31-yard line. That will actually put it just inside the 32. And it'll be first down for the Red Devils. And again, Richmond in that spread offense. Bain to throw, quick hitter, ball caught by the tight end Ferguson, brought down inside the 25, close to the 23-yard line. That'll be about a yard short of a first down. And now the clock under the 4-minute mark as those faithful Red Devil fans that have hung around hoping to see maybe Richmond get one more score on the board, though it's all academic from here as the Red Devils will see the season come to an end tonight. Bain throwing, ball caught by Deshaun Jones, brought down immediately after making the catch at the 10. Seth Gillen, a sophomore backup defensive back, as the Marauders now starting to play some of their younger players here late in this one. The Red Devils have it now first and goal at the 10-yard line. Stanley split wide to the left. Deshaun Jones now to the near side. He's played on his right side most of the night. Here's the option, and Bain will keep it himself. Bain brought down inside the 5, very close to the 3, possibly 2-yard line. Again, Richmond trying to get a score on the board as we'll put it at the 3. Stanley to the left, Ferguson to the left, and Claiborne to the left. Out of the shotgun, here's Bain. Bain's going to keep it himself, and Bain, I think, got to the 1-yard line. 2:29 remaining. And again, it'll be third down and goal from the 1. See if Bain will keep it himself again right here, as he'll have Sanders in the backfield. Bain looks like it'll be a quarterback keeper. I don't think he got in. There was a surge in the middle of that defensive line by the Marauders, and Bain didn't get in. They'll keep it right at the 1-yard line. So now it'll be fourth and goal. See if Bain will try it one more time. Stanley split wide to the left. Marauders making changes on their defense. Clock down to a minute 12. And so Bain again out of the shotgun. Fourth and goal. Richmond's last chance to get some points on the board here tonight. Bain will throw, and it's knocked away, and Richmond doesn't even score on fourth and goal inside the 1-yard line. The pass attempted there for Sean Ferguson, but is knocked away, and that's going to do it for Richmond tonight. A little curious why they just didn't quarterback sneak it again. Or now Mount Vernon will take over with 59 seconds remaining. Well, that football, we saw this earlier tonight when Richmond had the football, and there's a timeout by Mount Vernon. 59 seconds remaining on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Red Devils trail this one 46-14.
Getting a lucky break rocks, but no one can be lucky all the time. Which is why when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the company that believes great coverage starts with care. A cost-free consultation offered to anyone, Farm Bureau client or not, that allows agents to get to know you better so they can help you prepare better. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
Injured athletes can be evaluated at Reed Orthopedic Center, 1400 Highland Road in Richmond. Request a same-day or next-day appointment to be evaluated by medical professionals who specialize in strains, sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, concussions, and other sports-related orthopedic issues. Call 935-8905. That's 935-8905. Or request an appointment online at reedortho.org. Reed Orthopedic Center, 1400 Highland Road in Richmond.
Marauders will run the football and get it out of the end zone as we're down to our last 50 seconds. And Richmond again will see their season come to an end here tonight in the opening round of sectional play. Upset last year by Newcastle, but no upset here tonight. This has been, again, all Mount Vernon. And a game that really is not as close as that score may even indicate. Marauders will run it again and get some more running room, and that's going to do it. So the Red Devils lose here tonight. Your final score, Mount Vernon 46 and Richmond 14. Red Devils finish out their season at 4-6. Mount Vernon will improve to 7-3. And again, as we mentioned, the first losing season for the Red Devils under head coach Matt Oliva. Thanks for being with us. This has been Richmond Football and Radio Troy Digital Sports.